You outsmarted your enemies. A jealous group is going down for targeting you. When you focus on your growth and light, no darkness can overpower you. Welcome back to Spiritual Wisdom, where we uncover the truths that empower your journey. Today we're talking about a powerful realization. You've outsmarted your enemies, and now karma is doing its work. Those who tried to bring you down with jealousy, negativity, and drama are now witnessing your strength and resilience. Remember, your energy is your greatest shield. As you watch this video, reflect on how staying true to yourself has helped you rise above the noise. Have you ever faced this kind of negativity? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's inspire and uplift each other. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to spread this wisdom far and wide. 1. Your strength baffles them. Your strength baffles them because they have never encountered someone like you before, someone who refuses to tolerate negativity or manipulation, and who rises above chaos with unshakable resilience. These individuals relied on toxic tactics, the same tricks that worked so effortlessly on others, expecting you to crumble under their pressure. But you, unlike anyone they've crossed paths with, stood firm, guided by an inner light that stems from your spiritual awakening. Your energy is unlike theirs, grounded, purposeful, and driven by something far greater than superficial desires. They underestimated the power of someone walking with divine purpose, someone whose clarity comes not from ego, but from alignment with spiritual truth. When they attempted to exploit your kindness as weakness, or plotted to sow seeds of doubt in your mind, you turned their actions into stepping stones toward your growth. Your resilience and refusal to be shaken triggered something they didn't expect. Karma swiftly returned to them, and the very traps they set for you became the holes they fell into themselves. You see, in modern life, jealousy and envy are often disguised as petty actions, subtle manipulation, or outright hostility, especially when your light outshines their shadows. People targeted you because your spiritual awakening awakened something in them, and their own insecurities. It is easier for some to tear others down than to confront their own shortcomings. Yet, your journey shows that spiritual strength cannot be dimmed by negativity. You became a mirror that revealed who they truly are, and instead of faltering, you shine even brighter. When they gossiped, doubted, or conspired against you, they unknowingly exposed their own limitations while fortifying your resolve. Their jealousy, rooted in their inability to comprehend how you keep overcoming obstacles, is proof that your energy operates on a higher plane. They couldn't control you, and that frustrated them. But as you kept moving forward, their efforts to tear you down only accelerated their own downfall. A manifestation of spiritual laws that cannot be cheated. In the chaos of modern life, when people come against you, whether it's toxic co-workers, manipulative so-called friends, or jealous competitors, you must understand that their actions say far more about them than they do about you. Instead of allowing their negativity to consume you, use their attempts as a chance to refine your spiritual strength. Their behavior reveals who they are, not who you are. You cannot be brought down by those who are threatened by your growth because you are not operating at their level. Spiritual awakening means recognizing that every challenge is an opportunity to elevate your energy and align yourself more deeply with your purpose. They wanted to see you fail, but what they didn't realize is that every attack sharpened your focus, every betrayal strengthened your faith, and every insult reminded you of your resilience. Their jealousy was never about you. It was about the light you carry and the fact that they cannot replicate it. To all the men out there facing a similar battle, don't be discouraged. When people target you, see it as confirmation that you're walking a path they don't have the courage to travel. Instead of fighting them on their level, rise above it. Protect your peace, strengthen your mind, and trust the process because the universe is watching. Spiritual awakening teaches us that everything eventually comes full circle. What they meant to harm you will be turned for your good, and their actions will serve as lessons they cannot ignore. Keep your focus on your growth, your energy, and your purpose, and know that their downfall is not your victory, but your success is your testimony. The weight of your spiritual growth is something they could never carry, and that is why you outsmarted them without even trying. Hold your head high and keep moving forward, because you have already won. Share your story, or simply type, "I am growing," if you're committed to using every moment to improve yourself. Let's keep this conversation going. I can't wait to hear your insights. 2. Divine protection shields you. You possess a God-given protection so powerful that it reflects every harmful intention back onto those who plotted against you. This is not luck or coincidence, but divine intervention, a spiritual shield that keeps you standing tall while your enemies stumble. Like Job in the Bible, who endured trials but was ultimately restored and blessed abundantly, you too are safeguarded by a higher power. The jealousy, lies, and schemes aimed to bring you down are not unknown to the universe. They are seen, weighed, and ultimately turned into stepping stones for your growth. When a group of people, fueled by envy, decides to target you, what they don't realize is that their attempts at harm only ignite your spiritual growth and resilience. Their toxic energy ricochets because you're aligned with something far greater than their petty intentions. You walk with purpose, under divine protection, and that truth disturbs those who tried to control or belittle you. Why? Because your light exposes their darkness. The same people who smiled in your face but secretly plotted behind your back now find themselves trapped by their own intentions. Consider this modern-day example. A young woman named Maya worked tirelessly to build a business rooted in authenticity and helping others. Her success started to grow, and instead of celebrating her, a group of envious former friends decided to sabotage her. They spread lies, tried to steal her clients, and mocked her behind her back. But Maya never retaliated. Instead, she focused on her path, trusting in her spiritual alignment. Months passed, and the group's own actions began to unravel their plans. Their negativity exposed them to clients who lost trust, alliances crumbled, and their energy drained them of opportunities. Meanwhile, Maya's business flourished, drawing new customers and loyal supporters. The jealousy aimed at her became the very reason she grew stronger, wiser, and more discerning. Her spiritual protection turned their harm into a blessing. Have you ever witnessed this in your own life? When you remain centered in faith, focused on your spiritual growth, and refuse to descend into negativity, the very people who tried to break you find themselves broken by their own actions. This is the lesson. When you carry divine protection, you don't have to fight battles in the same way others do. You don't have to match their energy, lower your standards, or become bitter. The universe always takes care of its chosen ones. The trials you face are not punishments. They are refinements to help you unlock new levels of spiritual strength and clarity. Trust in that divine protection, because when your intentions are pure, the harm others send your way will only return to them, amplified. So ask yourself, are you allowing the actions of others to distract you from your purpose? Or are you rising above it with faith and focus? Understand this. Your enemies have already lost because you are moving with divine guidance and intention. You are thriving not in spite of their efforts, but because of them. Keep walking your path boldly, knowing that your spiritual growth will always outlast their schemes. You are unshaken, victorious, and protected. Let their jealousy be a reminder of just how powerful your light truly is. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. 3. Your light provokes jealousy. Your inner light and resilience have always been a beacon, a force that naturally draws both admiration and envy, often stirring emotions in those who feel threatened by what they cannot understand or replicate. When you walk in alignment with your purpose, carrying spiritual wisdom and divine strength, your very existence disrupts the comfort of those who operate in darkness, those whose intentions are driven by jealousy, insecurity, and malice. They see your light not as inspiration, but as a reminder of what they lack within themselves. So instead of rising higher, they attempt to pull you down. But let me tell you this: their attempts to dim your shine are nothing more than shadows, trying to overtake the sun, a futile effort destined to fail. Every trap they set, every word they speak against you, and every action they take to undermine you only strengthens your resolve. Think about this for a moment. Why would someone feel so threatened by you unless they knew how powerful you truly are? As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." Their jealousy and negative energy reflect their own limitations, not your worth. Yet here you are, still rising, stronger and brighter than before. Every challenge they've put before you has served a higher purpose to refine you, to sharpen your spirit, and to teach you invaluable lessons about resilience, faith, and inner power. Have you ever noticed how the people who target you the most seem to exhaust themselves in their schemes, while you continue to stand tall, unshaken? That is no coincidence. The energy they waste trying to take you down only rebounds back onto them, because spiritual wisdom teaches us this simple truth: what you send out into the world will always return to you. Their jealousy and manipulation become their own downfall, a trap of their own making. The universe has a way of balancing the scales, and you are living proof that no weapon formed against you can prosper. Even the Bible reminds us in Isaiah, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall condemn." Your resilience is a testament to divine favor and protection. The question you must ask yourself is this: why is your light so powerful that it exposes the insecurities and hidden motives of others? Could it be that you are here for a greater mission, one that requires you to rise above jealousy, chaos, and negativity? Every moment you overcome their attempts to break you, you step closer to fulfilling your divine purpose. Your journey is not about them. It is about you and the path you were chosen to walk. Instead of focusing on their actions, focus on your growth, your vision, and your connection to something higher. Remember this: when others target you, it's not because you're weak, it's because they see your strength, your potential, and your destiny. They envy what they cannot destroy. Their jealousy reveals the truth of your significance. So, what will you do with this power, this spiritual wisdom that continues to guide and protect you? Will you let their actions distract you, or will you use every challenge as fuel to rise even higher? Your light cannot be extinguished. It was placed within you for a reason, and it shines brighter with every test you endure. As you reflect on your journey, remember that jealousy is a sign that you're on the right path. You are outsmarting your enemies not by stooping to their level, but by rising above their schemes, trusting the process, and allowing divine justice to unfold. Ask yourself this: what would happen if you embraced your light fully and let go of the weight of their opinions? What could you achieve if you focused solely on your purpose and let your light guide you forward? Your enemies may plot, but they cannot touch what was divinely ordained. Keep shining, keep walking in your spiritual wisdom, and trust that everything they've done to harm you will ultimately work in your favor. The light within you is unstoppable, and it is yours to claim. And if you feel inspired by this message, type "I trust the process" as a way to affirm your strength, patience, and commitment to growth. Let's grow together. 4. They miscalculated your wisdom. When your enemies set their traps, they underestimated the depth of your wisdom and spiritual awareness, and that miscalculation was their downfall. Instead of lowering yourself to their level, reacting with anger, or getting caught up in their drama, you chose peace over conflict and wisdom over foolishness. This wasn't a sign of weakness, but of immense spiritual strength, the kind of strength that comes only with a spiritual awakening. While they schemed and plotted, hoping to provoke you into chaos, you realized that silence was your greatest weapon. By refusing to engage with their negativity, you protected your energy and demonstrated a level of self-control they couldn't comprehend. This silence wasn't just about walking away. It was about mastering your emotions and standing firm in your higher purpose. Your enemies thrived on conflict, and when you denied them the reaction they craved, their frustration grew and their plans began to unravel. Their powerlessness was exposed not because you fought back, but because you showed them you were untouchable. You could not be lured into their games or pulled into their shadows. In today's world, where chaos, competition, and jealousy are more prominent than ever, your ability to remain centered is a reflection of your growth and wisdom. Social media, workplaces, and even personal relationships often become breeding grounds for envy and manipulation. People who are threatened by your progress will do whatever it takes to distract you, provoke you, and break your spirit. But here's the truth. Their inability to disturb your peace is what terrifies them the most. They expected you to react, to get emotional, to lose focus, but instead, you remained calm and unbothered. That calmness is your shield, and it is deeply rooted in your spiritual awakening. When you choose silence and wisdom over retaliation, you aren't just ignoring their behavior, you're rising above it. You're sending a clear message that you refuse to waste your energy on battles that don't serve your purpose. Think about it this way. A lion doesn't concern itself with the opinions of sheep. In the same way, a wise man does not respond to foolishness. Your enemies have no idea how much strength it takes to choose peace in a world that pushes you toward conflict. By staying silent, you forced them to confront themselves. Their traps backfired because they relied on your participation to succeed. Without your energy feeding their schemes, they lost control and began to destroy themselves. This is the beauty of wisdom and spiritual clarity. You become untouchable to those who operate in darkness. Their actions were never really about you. They were about their own insecurities, fears, and envy. You were simply a mirror that reflected their shortcomings, and instead of learning from it, they chose to attack you. But in the end, their jealousy and bitterness became their undoing, proving that what they intended for harm was powerless against someone walking in divine wisdom and spiritual alignment. This is a powerful reminder for you. Never lose yourself trying to prove something to those who don't deserve your energy. In modern life, people may try to pull you into their storms, but you have the power to respond with stillness. Keep focusing on your growth, your purpose, and your peace. Let your wisdom speak louder than their words, and trust that the truth always reveals itself in time. By choosing to operate at a higher frequency, you're not only protecting yourself, but also inspiring others to do the same. Remember, silence is not a weakness, it's a strategy. Peace is not passive, it's power. And your wisdom is the light that exposes every shadow. Your enemies miscalculated because they didn't realize that someone who has undergone a spiritual awakening cannot be defeated by earthly games. Stay rooted in your truth and let the weight of your silence continue to dismantle their illusions, one failed trap at a time. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. 5. Karma exposed their intentions. When people target you out of jealousy, fueled by negativity and deceit. Their actions often come back to haunt them because the energy they send into the world always returns to its source. The very chaos they hope to create in your life becomes their burden to carry. Karma is not about punishment, it's about balance. It reveals intentions, exposes deceit, and allows the truth to surface in its own time. When your enemies tried to tear you down, your unwavering resilience and spiritual growth acted as a shield. Instead of breaking, you rose stronger, turning their attacks into opportunities for growth. Their jealousy wasn't a reflection of you, but of their inability to accept their own shortcomings. Picture someone trying to dim the light of another, but instead, their own darkness consumes them. A real-life example of this can be seen in the professional world. Imagine you have a co-worker who continuously spreads lies about you, hoping to sabotage your success and take your place. Despite their attempts, you remain focused, giving your best to your work, grounded in integrity and faith. Over time, the truth begins to surface. Superiors notice the co-worker's dishonesty, while your work speaks for itself. The very trap they set for you becomes their downfall. Their desperation to bring you down blinded them to the simple fact that what we project onto others inevitably returns to us. This situation highlights an important spiritual lesson. When you're walking in alignment with God's plan, no weapon formed against you can prosper. Your spiritual growth teaches you to trust in divine timing. You don't need to fight back. Instead, you let God handle what you cannot control. This is why staying true to yourself and focusing on your purpose is so powerful. It disarms your enemies and leaves them to battle the chaos they created for themselves. In life, the most potent revenge is success fueled by peace and purpose. When you allow your success to speak, it becomes a mirror that reflects their own futility. They are forced to see the emptiness of their actions because while they were consumed by negativity, you were building something meaningful. Here's a question to consider. How often do we let the actions of others distract us from our own path? It's easy to get caught up in the anger or hurt caused by those who envy us. But when we focus on their negativity, we lose sight of our own growth. When you continue to move forward, staying aligned with your purpose, you leave no room for their energy to stick to you. You outsmart them, not through retaliation, but through wisdom, discipline, and spiritual alignment. Life has a way of teaching people lessons they never saw coming. And when you're living authentically, those who conspired against you are often left watching as their schemes unravel. The bottom line here is, don't lose your peace because of those who are fighting their own battles. If you agree with this, comment below, I choose peace. Let karma and divine timing reveal their intentions, and trust that your steadfastness and resilience will always win out in the end. Your journey is about you, not them. Stay focused, stay grounded, and let your growth be the ultimate answer to their negativity. God's precision in handling such situations ensures that you will emerge unshaken, while those who plot against you will fall into their own trap. It's not just about overcoming your enemies, it's about learning to turn obstacles into opportunities for spiritual and personal growth. So the next time someone targets you out of jealousy, remember this: your light is too bright for their darkness, and nothing can stop the path you must take. 6. You taught them a lesson. There comes a moment in life when those who sought to tear you down realize they were never fighting against you. They were battling against something much greater: the divine favor that surrounds you and the spiritual wisdom that you carry. You were placed in their lives not as an obstacle, but as a mirror, a reflection of their arrogance, pride, and insecurities. They underestimated you because they were blinded by jealousy and ego, failing to see the spiritual armor you wear and the strength that flows from your connection to something higher. Each trap they set, each insult they hurled, and every scheme they devised against you did not harm you. It backfired, and exposed their true weaknesses. What they intended to destroy you with became the very tool that unraveled their facade. The harder they tried to tarnish your character, the clearer it became to the world that you were walking in truth, while they were trapped in their own deceit. As Proverbs reminds us, whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them. Their envy became their downfall, and their attempts to block your blessings only accelerated your progress. You taught them a lesson without even trying, not through revenge or anger, but by rising above their games and choosing growth, grace, and faith instead. You see, God allows the trials and challenges brought on by others not to break you, but to sharpen your discernment, deepen your strength, and reveal your resilience. Every hurtful word they said, every betrayal you faced, every time you were counted out, God used it to elevate you and expose them. They wanted to dim your light, but instead, they ended up making your glow undeniable. It's as if every move they made against you became fuel for your rise. And isn't that the nature of spiritual wisdom? To understand that battles are not fought with fists or words, but with faith and unwavering belief in the divine plan for your life. So, ask yourself, how often have the challenges you faced become the very reason you grew stronger? How many times have the actions of your enemies turned into blessings in disguise? By standing firm, you didn't just outsmart them. You overcame them by proving that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, as written in Isaiah. It's important to remember that the jealousy of others is never really about you. It's about the power you hold, the favor you carry, and the reflection you show them of what they lack. And when you don't react to their bitterness, when you refuse to stoop to their level, you force them to confront the truth about themselves. That is where the lesson lies. You didn't seek to teach them, but by remaining steadfast in your purpose, you became the example they couldn't ignore. Your story becomes proof that spiritual wisdom and divine favor are forces that no human scheme can overpower. So now, as you stand on the other side of what was meant to break you, look back not with anger, but with gratitude. Because you didn't just survive, you thrived, and in doing so, you showed others the power of faith and resilience. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights, and let's continue this conversation. 7. Your success is unstoppable. Your success is unstoppable, and the truth is, no matter how much they plotted, schemed, or tried to undermine you, their efforts only became the stepping stones for your spiritual awakening and growth. While they worked tirelessly to create obstacles and paint you as something lesser, you were quietly rising, thriving in the face of adversity. That's the remarkable part about divine favor. It operates outside of human agendas and schemes. In the darkest moments when you felt like the world was closing in, you unknowingly entered a season of transformation that set you apart. You see, spiritual awakening is not just about enlightenment. It's about realizing that the energy meant to destroy you is often the very fuel that elevates you. Their jealousy, their hatred, their targeting of you only proved one thing. You possess a power they could never touch, a light they could never dim, and a resilience that grows stronger under pressure. Modern life is full of these silent battles in workplaces, families, social circles, or communities where people project their insecurities onto you because your mere existence exposes what they lack. When you walk with divine purpose, you become a mirror that reflects their missed opportunities, unhealed wounds, and limitations. The more they focused on your downfall, the higher you soared because you were spiritually aligned, guided, and protected. Think about the man who rises in his career despite rumors and lies, the father who remains strong for his family despite countless challenges, or the entrepreneur who refuses to quit when others doubt his vision. Each of these examples represents you, unstoppable, untouchable, and extraordinary, because you're operating on a different level, a spiritual plane where faith, resilience, and purpose override every negative force. Their attempts to define you, diminish you, or derail you have not only failed, but backfired spectacularly, because every time they pushed, you adapted and rose higher. You learned to see their jealousy and envy as evidence of your spiritual growth, a sign that you are stepping into a greater version of yourself. And here's the powerful truth. Divine grace doesn't just help you survive attacks. It uses them to showcase your strength, sharpen your character, and expand your vision. In modern life, as distractions, challenges, and toxic people surround us, staying grounded in your spiritual awakening is your greatest asset. This awakening reminds you that your energy is precious and untouchable when aligned with your higher purpose. So, take their plots, their gossip, and their attempts to tear you down as confirmation that you're moving in the right direction. Let your joy, success, and peace be the loudest response to those who doubted you. Don't waste time seeking revenge or trying to prove yourself to those who are not on your level. Their downfall isn't your focus. Instead, keep walking on purpose, knowing that the favor in your life is not something that can be explained or diminished by human hands. You are unstoppable, and the power of divine favor will continue to elevate you in ways that no one can comprehend. Stay focused, stay aligned, and trust that every battle, every ounce of jealousy, and every attempt to target you only made you stronger and highlighted how extraordinary you are. Keep rising. Your success is the testimony of a spiritual awakening that turned pain into power, adversity into opportunity, and jealousy into undeniable favor. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. 8. God had bigger plans for you. You were underestimated, doubted, and targeted. But what they failed to realize is that God had far bigger plans for you than their jealousy could ever destroy. When a group comes against you out of envy, their tactics can be cruel. They try to diminish your spirit, belittle your efforts, and make you question your worth. But the beauty of spiritual growth lies in your ability to turn their negativity into your stepping stones. You see, their attempts to derail you only strengthened your foundation, and their lack of faith in your potential ignited a deeper belief in yourself and God's divine plan. It's like a fire that refines gold. The challenges you endured burned away doubts and weaknesses, leaving you stronger, more resilient, and unstoppable. Think about it. Their jealousy was loud, but your success was even louder. Not because you sought revenge, but because you align yourself with a higher purpose. There's a story about a young entrepreneur named Mia, who started a small online business. Her friends ridiculed her ambition, calling it silly and impossible, and a few even tried to sabotage her progress out of jealousy. They spread rumors, discouraged others from supporting her, and mocked her journey every step of the way. Yet Mia didn't fight back. Instead, she stayed silent and focused. She knew her dreams were bigger than their pettiness. Over time, her business flourished beyond anyone's expectations, and the very people who doubted her were left shocked. Mia didn't just succeed in business. She grew spiritually because the process taught her how to forgive, remain humble, and trust that God's timing is perfect. You may have encountered similar moments where someone's jealousy tried to pull you down, but have you noticed how God always makes a way? The very attacks they threw at you became the tools that built you up. Their negativity taught you boundaries, sharpened your focus, and deepened your faith. In modern life, jealousy often reveals itself through subtle actions. People you thought were friends no longer clap when you succeed, or co-workers start to undermine your efforts. But here's the truth. Spirituality teaches us that their jealousy isn't your burden to carry. Their feelings are a reflection of their own insecurities, not your values. You didn't outsmart them through deception or manipulation. You outgrew them by trusting in the divine plan and rising above their attempts to distract you. Let me ask you, how have life's challenges shaped you? What have you learned about yourself when others tried to discourage you? These are the moments when we find our true power, and instead of focusing on the question, why me, we can choose to ask, what is this teaching me? Remember, your journey is unique, and their opinions have no weight in the grand scheme of your purpose. The lesson here is simple but powerful. God will use what is meant to harm you to grow you. Your enemies can plan, but they can never outsmart God's protection over you. You are living proof that faith, perseverance, and divine timing will always triumph over jealousy and negativity. So keep going, keep growing spiritually, and never let the jealousy of others dictate your path. You not only survive, you thrive, and that is a testament to the light and strength within you. If you found this helpful, comment below "awesome," and let's continue this journey. 9. Your influence speaks volumes. Your influence speaks louder than words, and whether you realize it or not, you have become the very example of resilience and spiritual wisdom that others admire and emulate. Those who once plotted against you, driven by jealousy and insecurity, are now left to watch as their own negativity turns against them while you continue to rise. There's something truly profound about the way life works, as the saying goes, what goes around, comes around. You outsmarted your enemies, not through revenge or hatred, but by staying aligned with your purpose, by choosing light over darkness, and by holding on to your faith when everything tried to shake it. People underestimated you, dismissing your value and targeting you in hopes of breaking you. But all they did was sharpen your character and fortify your strength. Now others see what your adversaries tried so hard to hide: your influence, your kindness, your unwavering resilience, and they celebrate you for it. Think about it. How many times have you turned pain into power, setbacks into comebacks, and obstacles into opportunities? That's the beauty of spiritual wisdom. It teaches you to trust the process and keep walking, even when the road gets dark, because eventually the light will break through. And now, your light doesn't just belong to you, it inspires others. People are watching you, learning from you, and finding hope in your ability to endure and overcome. Remember, even the brightest stars are formed under immense pressure, and so it is with you. You are proof that faith, patience, and purpose can defeat even the most carefully orchestrated schemes. Have you noticed how those who once tried to tear you down are now stumbling over their own actions? That's because the energy they put out is returning to them, as it always does. Life has a way of humbling those who act with cruelty and exalting those who choose grace. As Maya Angelou once said, "I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it." You are not reduced. You are refined, elevated, and stronger than ever before. So let me ask you this. What does it mean for you to walk in your power today, knowing that everything you've endured has shaped you into who you are? How can you continue to turn your struggles into wisdom that guides not just your path, but the paths of those looking up to you? Let this moment remind you that you are not a victim of circumstances, you are a victor over them. Your enemy's downfall isn't your focus, but their inability to destroy you is undeniable. Your strength has spoken louder than their schemes ever could, and the world is taking notice. So, keep shining, keep rising, and keep sharing your spiritual wisdom. Because your journey isn't just about you. It's about inspiring others to believe that they too can overcome anything. The very energy they tried to use against you has now become the fire that fuels your unstoppable growth. And isn't that a story worth telling? After all, light cannot be hidden, and truth cannot be silenced. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. 10. A lesson in humility for them. There comes a time in life when those who have tried to harm you, mock your progress, or sabotage your journey are forced to witness your rise. This is not by coincidence, but by divine orchestration. While their intentions were rooted in jealousy, pride, and insecurity, the outcome of their actions reveals a humbling truth. God uses your victory as a mirror to expose their flaws. These individuals, who once moved with arrogance, now find themselves weighed down by the consequences of their actions, grappling with the realization that targeting you only disrupted their own peace and purpose. There's a spiritual law at work here. The energy they put into hurting you boomerangs back to them, and the tables turn in ways they never expected. Your journey becomes a testimony to how unwavering focus on your path can outsmart any plan of harm. And while they sit in regret, trying to reconcile their missteps, you remain steady on the road to fulfilling your destiny, a road paved by resilience, faith, and spiritual awakening. What makes this moment so profound is that it's not just about revenge, it's about revelation. God humbles the pride not to destroy them, but to teach them, using your rise as a powerful lesson in humility. This isn't about getting even, but about showing the undeniable power of walking in alignment with your purpose. You've learned to move differently. You don't engage in the chaos. You don't stoop to their level, and you don't lose sight of what's ahead. Instead of retaliating, you've chosen to elevate, and in doing so, you've unknowingly outsmarted your enemies. This is the essence of true strength in modern life. Remaining calm while others spiral, focused while others flounder, and deeply aware that the noise of the world can never disrupt a spirit rooted in purpose. For many men navigating this life stage, it's easy to get caught up in the drama when someone disrespects you, undermines you, or plots against you. But here's where the wisdom lies. Let your actions speak louder than their intentions. The greatest spiritual awakening comes when you realize that no weapon formed against you can prosper, not because of luck, but because of divine favor. When you choose to stand firm, act with integrity, and allow God to fight your battles, the result is always victory. And in that victory, those who came against you are humbled by their failure, forced to confront the very energy they used to tear you down. In today's fast-paced, competitive world, this lesson couldn't be more relevant. Whether in business, relationships, or personal growth, jealousy and opposition often come disguised as criticism or sabotage. Yet your focus on spiritual growth and unwavering purpose will dismantle their plans without you ever lifting a finger. It's a reminder that not every fight requires your response, and not every battle is yours to fight. The smartest man in the room is the one who knows when to let God handle what others try to destroy. So take this advice to heart. Stay humble, stay focused, and trust the process. Your enemies may laugh for a moment, but when the dust settles, they'll see that targeting you only led to their own downfall. That's the beauty of walking in alignment. What was meant to harm you becomes the very force that propels you into your greatness. Seven spiritual gifts. Only the chosen ones receive. Spiritual awakening. Know if you have these gifts. Spiritual wisdom. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson's words resonate deeply with the journey of the chosen ones. Today, we're delving into the 7 spiritual gifts bestowed only upon those with higher calling gifts that empower, guide, and illuminate your soul's purpose. Have you ever felt a pull toward something greater, sensing you're different for a reason? This video will reveal the signs and gifts that confirm your divine path. As we explore each gift, reflect on your journey and comment below on which gift you connect with most. Your experiences may inspire and uplift others seeking their own spiritual truth. Gift 1. The gift of awareness. The gift of awareness is a profound spiritual blessing, the first of 7 sacred gifts granted to the chosen ones, enabling them to perceive reality with a depth that transcends the ordinary. Unlike most people who experience life solely through their 5 senses, chosen ones have a heightened ability to sense energies, detect unspoken intentions, and observe patterns that reveal life's hidden truths. This heightened perception is not merely about noticing small details, but about feeling the unspoken, sensing the unseen, and intuitively understanding what lies beneath the surface of everyday interactions and situations. For example, a chosen one may enter a room and immediately sense tension, intuitively knowing if a conflict has occurred, or they may discern the sincerity or lack thereof in someone's words with an accuracy that seems almost supernatural. This awareness acts like a spiritual compass, pointing chosen ones toward meaningful connections and guiding their choices with remarkable clarity. However, possessing such awareness is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it brings the power to make wiser, more informed decisions, to connect with people authentically, and to live a life aligned with one's spiritual purpose. On the other hand, it can be burdensome. Awareness often reveals truths that are difficult to accept, forces chosen ones to see through facades that others hide behind, and can isolate them when they perceive what others cannot. There is a weight to seeing the world in this way, a responsibility to act with integrity and compassion. This gift requires chosen ones to use their insights not for manipulation or personal gain, but for the greater good, fostering deeper connections and offering guidance and light to those around them. The gift of awareness becomes a powerful tool. It helps chosen ones see through the facade of social norms, identify relationships and experiences that serve their growth, and distance themselves from negative influences that might pull them off their path. In a society that often prioritizes appearances and quick judgments, chosen ones have the ability to listen to their inner compass, staying true to themselves despite external pressures. Imagine being able to sense when a new opportunity aligns with your life's mission, or intuitively knowing when it's time to let go of a toxic relationship. Awareness offers a clarity that goes beyond logic. It guides chosen ones toward their highest potential and aligns them with the divine flow of life. This gift must be wielded with care. Awareness without humility and compassion can lead to arrogance or isolation. The knowledge gained must be used to uplift and support others, not to judge or distance oneself. Chosen ones must understand that everyone is on their own unique journey, and that their role is not to impose their insights, but to be a source of inspiration and guidance. Cultivating this gift means practicing mindfulness, being fully present in each moment, and listening not only to the words people say, but to the emotions and energies they carry. Mindfulness anchors awareness in empathy and purpose, preventing it from becoming a source of detachment or superiority. To nurture this gift, chosen ones must make time for self-reflection, meditation, and introspection. These practices deepen their connection to their inner selves and allow them to trust their instincts more fully. In a world that values instant gratification, chosen ones must find the courage to slow down, observe without judgment, and act with intention. By doing so, they transform each moment into an opportunity for growth, healing, and meaningful connection. Awareness turns everyday life into a sacred journey, where even the mundane becomes a reflection of the divine. With this gift, chosen ones walk a path that bridges spirituality and modern reality, illuminating every step with purpose, insight, and unwavering alignment with their true selves. Through this gift, the unseen becomes seen, the hidden becomes known, and life itself becomes a profound spiritual practice. Are you ready to embrace the gift of awareness and see beyond the surface of life? If so, comment below, "I am ready to perceive," to show your commitment to this sacred journey of spiritual awakening. Gift 2. The gift of intuition. The gift of intuition is one of the most profound and transformative gifts that only chosen ones receive on their spiritual journey. It acts as a powerful inner compass, leading you with remarkable clarity through life's many crossroads. This gift is more than a subtle nudge. It is a force that whispers the truth when others fall silent, offering guidance when uncertainty clouds your path. When fully embraced, it does not just give hints. It speaks directly to your soul, aligning you with your divine purpose and higher calling. You may have felt this sacred gift awaken during moments of crisis or intense reflection, revealing the right choices you need to make, even if those around you cannot see what lies beyond. The gift of intuition connects you to higher consciousness, allowing you to discern spiritual signs and symbols, recognize hidden truths, and feel an inner knowing that defies logical explanation. This gift can guide you away from danger, steer you toward growth, and warn you about the intentions of others, all to ensure you remain steadfast on your spiritual path. Chosen ones often find their intuition sharpened through deep introspection, meditation, or divine interventions that shape their lives. When you trust this gift, you move in harmony with your destiny, as if every decision and encounter were divinely orchestrated. This inner guidance builds on your awareness, enhancing your perception of the spiritual signals that weave in and out of your daily life. Whether it is an inexplicable gut feeling about a situation, a recurring vision, or sudden insights that strike like lightning, intuition offers a glimpse of your soul's wisdom and how it interacts with the universe. However, this gift does not come without challenges. Many chosen ones struggle with doubt, questioning whether their intuition is real or just their mind playing tricks. Trusting in yourself becomes essential to unlocking this potential fully, for it is through this trust that your intuition gains strength and accuracy. Reflect on how often you have felt a pull in a specific direction and later discovered that following it was the right choice. Perhaps it led you away from a toxic relationship, encouraged you to seize a career opportunity, or protected you from unseen dangers. These moments are not coincidental. They are manifestations of a spiritual awakening that aligns you with a higher truth. The gift of intuition requires courage, faith, and practice to develop. But once refined, it serves as a beacon of light in dark times, a compass pointing to your true north when you feel lost, and a reminder that you are always supported by divine energy. To nurture this gift, listen to that still, small voice within. Quiet moments of reflection, meditation, and aligning your actions with your highest intentions strengthen your intuition and deepen your connection to the spiritual realm. The lesson is simple yet profound. Trust in the intuitive wisdom bestowed upon you. It is a sacred key to unlocking your highest potential and navigating the mysteries of life with grace. Embrace the gift of intuition as a guiding light on your journey of spiritual awakening, and you will find yourself more attuned to the path that was always meant for you. This gift is not just a tool. It is a divine blessing meant to lead you toward fulfilling your true purpose. If this resonates with you and you feel the power of your intuitive gift awakening, let us know. Comment, "I trust my intuition" below and share how it guides you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more insights on your spiritual journey. Gift 3. The gift of divine connection. This gift provides a sacred bond with the divine, enhancing your intuition, bringing synchronicities into your life, and aligning you more deeply with your true purpose. It allows you to perceive and understand what others often cannot. Have you ever felt an unexplainable pull in a certain direction, or had a sudden realization that steered you away from danger, or brought you closer to something extraordinary? These moments are no accidents. They are divine whispers, guiding you toward the fulfillment of your spiritual mission. As Albert Einstein beautifully observed, coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. This connection is the universe's subtle way of reminding you that you are never truly alone, but rather guided, protected, and led. The gift of divine connection goes beyond mere intuition. It's an unbreakable bond with spiritual wisdom that offers clarity in moments of confusion and strength in times of doubt. When you cultivate this gift through practices like meditation, prayer, and mindful reflection, you open a channel for divine guidance to flow freely into your life. Have you ever meditated deeply, only to emerge with a sense of knowing or a vision that left you in awe? This is the divine speaking to you, offering wisdom that surpasses logic and connects directly to your soul's purpose. The poet Rumi once said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." Your connection often deepens through trials and challenges, transforming wounds into portals of healing, wisdom, and growth. Synchronicities, those seemingly random but meaningful coincidences, become a regular part of life for those with this gift. Imagine thinking of an old friend, and suddenly they call you, or seeking guidance on a matter, only to stumble upon a book or a conversation that holds exactly the answer you needed. These moments are gentle reminders that you are in sync with the divine flow of the universe. Each synchronicity serves as a confirmation that you are walking the right path. Do you often notice repeating patterns, such as numbers, songs, or symbols? These are signs that the universe is communicating with you, urging you to trust in the divine plan that is unfolding. With the gift of divine connection, your role extends beyond personal growth. You become a conduit of love, healing, and transformation for others. People may naturally gravitate toward you, sensing your empathy and spiritual insight, even if they cannot articulate it. Have you noticed how often people seek your guidance during moments of struggle? This is no coincidence. It is a testament to the energy you radiate. You are called to be a light for others, to offer solace, wisdom, and healing where it is needed most. Carl Jung captured this truth when he said, "He who looks outside dreams. He who looks inside awakes." Your inner journey of connection awakens not only yourself, but also those around you. The path of divine connection is not always easy. It demands faith, resilience, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. There will be times when your calling feels overwhelming, when doubt and fear threaten to shake your confidence. These moments are tests, designed to strengthen your resolve and deepen your connection. Recall a time when you faced a seemingly insurmountable obstacle, but found the strength to persevere. This strength did not come from you alone. It was the divine working through you, empowering you to rise above. When you understand this, even your darkest moments become opportunities for growth and transformation. The gift also enables you to tap into ancient and modern spiritual teachings that resonate with your soul's purpose. As you deepen your connection, you may find yourself drawn to sacred texts, teachings, or spiritual practices that elevate your consciousness. Have you ever stumbled upon wisdom from another culture or tradition that felt deeply familiar, as if you'd known it all along? This is because the divine guides you to the knowledge you need to fulfill your mission. Trusting in this connection allows you to access a wellspring of guidance that transcends the limitations of time, space, and culture. Your gift is an invitation to serve as a bridge between worlds. You bring messages of hope, light, and divine truth to a world often in need of healing. Every encounter, every word you speak, and every act of kindness becomes imbued with divine purpose. As you walk this path, Remember that your connection to the divine is not static. It evolves and deepens with each step you take. The more you embrace this gift, the more attuned you become to the subtleties of spiritual guidance. The gift of divine connection calls you to pause, reflect, and listen deeply, for within you lies the potential to change, not only your own life, but the lives of countless others. This gift reminds you that spirituality is not just about personal enlightenment. It is about being of service, radiating compassion, and helping others find their own divine path. When you align yourself with this purpose, you become a beacon of hope and transformation in a world that desperately needs it. Are you ready to embrace the full power of your divine connection? Remember, the universe is always speaking to you through signs, synchronicities, and the still, small voice within. Your journey is sacred, and your connection is a gift meant to be cherished, nurtured, and shared. If you felt the powerful pull of this divine connection and are ready to deepen your journey, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Each step you take brings more synchronicity, purpose, and sacred alignment into your life. Together, let's continue this path of spiritual awakening and divine growth. Gift 4. The gift of spiritual discernment. The gift of spiritual discernment is a profound ability bestowed upon chosen ones, enabling them to see through illusions and perceive hidden truths. This gift acts as both a shield and a guide, protecting their spiritual path while elevating their wisdom. Discernment allows individuals to distinguish between genuine intentions and false pretenses, ensuring they remain on a path of authenticity and integrity. For example, in relationships, this gift helps chosen ones to see beyond superficial charm and focus on genuine connection and true motives. It becomes a tool for identifying toxic influences, freeing themselves from manipulative situations, and embracing relationships rooted in truth and mutual respect. Discernment is not just about recognizing deception. It also involves perceiving subtle energies and understanding the true essence of situations. In professional settings, for instance, a person with this gift may detect hidden agendas or insincerity, even when others are unable to see it. This heightened awareness can prevent conflicts, guide wise decisions, and protect them from harm. In a broader context, discernment elevates one's spiritual journey by cutting through the noise of conflicting teachings and superficial beliefs, allowing them to uncover and embrace divine truths aligned with their soul's purpose. Living with such clarity can be overwhelming in a world that often values appearances over authenticity. Constant exposure to falsehoods and manipulative narratives can create an isolating experience. However, it is crucial to view this gift as a blessing rather than a burden. By recognizing what is real and what is not, chosen ones become beacons of light, illuminating the path for themselves and others. Cultivating this gift involves nurturing the connection with one's higher self, spending time in meditation, prayer, or moments of introspection. Seeking guidance from mentors or spiritual leaders can also sharpen their discernment, empowering them to make decisions with confidence and integrity. Modern life presents countless challenges that test discernment. From navigating personal relationships to making ethical decisions in the workplace, this gift serves as a powerful ally. It helps chosen ones stand firm in their truth, even when the world around them may try to distort or diminish it. Embracing discernment means embracing the responsibility that comes with knowing the truth. It may require confronting difficult realities, but in doing so, it leads to a life of greater peace, authenticity, and spiritual alignment. Trusting this gift allows chosen ones to live with purpose, serving as examples of truth, courage, and unwavering integrity. Spirituality is deeply intertwined with discernment, as it guides them toward higher wisdom and allows them to inspire others by living as embodiments of divine truth. Embracing the gift of spiritual discernment empowers chosen ones to protect their sacred journey, navigate life's complexities with grace, and elevate their consciousness to fulfill their highest calling. If you resonate with the power of spiritual discernment and feel its impact on your journey, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment. I embrace discernment below to connect with others who share this profound gift. Let's elevate each other on this path of truth and authenticity. Gift 5. The gift of prophecy. The gift of prophecy is an extraordinary blessing bestowed upon the chosen ones, offering insights that pierce through the veils of time and reveal what is yet to come. This spiritual gift can manifest through dreams that feel more vivid than reality, visions that strike with breathtaking clarity, or moments of sudden understanding that uncover hidden truths. Prophecy, however, is not merely about predicting the future. It serves a profound purpose to guide, protect, and uplift individuals and communities by providing divine wisdom and foresight. Those gifted with prophecy bear a sacred responsibility to discern these messages with integrity and to share them with humility and respect for the greater good. For the chosen, the journey of mastering this gift requires a deep spiritual awakening and self-awareness. It demands the ability to silence personal desires and ego so that every message conveyed remains true to its divine origin. Prophets are called to align their lives with higher purpose, exercising the courage to speak difficult truths even when faced with misunderstanding or opposition. Their visions and insights often challenge the norm and can reveal warnings or paths to growth that must be approached with care and discernment. Choosing the right moment to speak or remain silent is critical. It requires wisdom, patience, and spiritual maturity. Using the gift of prophecy is not meant for manipulation, self-promotion, or personal gain. Instead, it is a sacred channel through which higher spiritual truths are shared, bringing hope, clarity, and guidance to those in need. When wielded with love and humility, this gift becomes a source of light, dispelling darkness and confusion while inspiring others to discover their own paths to spiritual awakening. It offers the potential to transform lives, catalyzing positive change and awakening hearts to their divine potential. Those who feel called to embrace this gift must understand its significance and the sacred duty it carries. Speaking the truth in love, serving selflessly, and remaining attuned to the spiritual growth journey are essential aspects of this calling. The gift of prophecy, when honored and used with integrity, serves not only the individual, but the collective good. It stands as a reminder that spiritual gifts are meant to illuminate, heal, and elevate the world around us. Embrace this gift with humility, and let it reflect the greatness within you while inspiring others to rise higher and walk their paths with courage, faith, and a renewed sense of purpose. Did this message resonate with you? If you feel the power of the gift of prophecy and its divine purpose, please comment, "I embrace the light below." Your words help us continue sharing and exploring this sacred journey together. Gift 6. The gift of healing. The third spiritual gift unique to chosen ones is the gift of healing. This gift goes beyond traditional ideas of healing and touches the deepest parts of our emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. Chosen ones are channels of transformative energy that can change lives, both their own and those around them. When you possess this gift, you often sense what's broken or hurting in others, even when they can't express it themselves. You listen not just with your ears, but with your whole soul, providing comfort where words fall short. The power of this gift lies in your ability to tap into divine energy, becoming a vessel through which love and light flow, creating space for recovery, renewal, and growth. Healing is not simply about curing, it's about bringing balance and harmony to places of chaos and pain. It requires strong energetic boundaries to ensure you aren't overwhelmed or drained. The greatest healers throughout history have recognized that genuine healing happens when we connect to our higher purpose and the universal energy that binds us. As Rumi said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." With the gift of healing, chosen ones guide themselves and others toward light, even amidst darkness. To wield this gift effectively, trust your intuition and recognize when and how to extend your energy. Have you ever felt compelled to reach out to someone and discovered they needed support only you could offer? That's your healing gift at work. Whether through touch, words, or simply holding space in silence, your presence has the power to soothe, calm, and mend. Yet this journey can be exhausting if you carry unresolved pain. Practicing self-care is essential. You can't pour from an empty cup. By nurturing your spirit, you ensure you can offer true compassion and healing to others. The gift of healing is deeply linked to empathy. As a chosen one, you may often feel too much, experiencing others' emotions as if they were your own. This sensitivity can be both a blessing and a challenge, making your ability to heal even stronger. Use it wisely. Are you listening to your inner voice when it tells you to step back and recharge? Are you setting boundaries to protect your peace? Respecting your needs allows you to serve with authenticity. Grounding practices such as prayer, meditation, or connecting with nature can nurture this gift, allowing divine energy to flow more freely. Many healers are drawn to spirituality, becoming mentors, counselors, energy workers, or people who bring light to others. Healing isn't always dramatic. Often, the smallest acts of kindness make the biggest impact. Have you ever experienced a seemingly minor gesture that changed your day or even your life? Chosen ones often wield this power because they move with purpose and intention. Cultivating this gift is a journey. Growth and expansion await, and every challenge will lead to a deeper spiritual awakening. It is an invitation to align with your higher calling and step into true power. How will you use your healing gift today? What parts of your life or those around you could use a touch of light and love? Remember, energy given with self-awareness, balance, and divine connection can transform lives. The gift of healing is about transformation, not just for those you help, but for yourself. It's about breaking chains, finding peace, and uplifting others. Trust that each act of healing, however small, is part of a larger tapestry of renewal. Embrace it with humility and grace, and see how your spirituality touches lives in profound ways. As Lao Tzu said, being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Let this strength and courage guide you, chosen one, as you bring healing light into the world. If this video resonates with you, please leave a like and share it with others who may need a touch of healing light. Your support empowers us to continue creating meaningful content to nurture and expand your spiritual journey every day. Let's spread this energy together. Thank you for being a part of our community. Gift 7. The gift of empathy. The gift of empathy bestowed upon the chosen ones allows for a profound connection that transcends mere words. Chosen individuals have the unique ability to feel the emotions of others deeply, experiencing joy, sorrow, fear, and hope, as though these emotions were their own. This gift is a powerful tool for fostering compassion and facilitating healing in the lives of those they encounter. Empathy enables them to act as beacons of light in a world often clouded by misunderstandings and pain. However, such a profound gift comes with challenges that cannot be overlooked. Constantly absorbing the emotions of those around them can lead to emotional overwhelm and burnout, if not managed carefully. Boundaries become essential, not as a sign of detachment, but as a necessary measure for self-preservation and energetic balance. Chosen ones must learn to discern which emotions to embrace and which to release to maintain their own well-being. Chosen individuals must cultivate practices that allow them to maintain their balance, whether through mindfulness, meditation, or setting clear boundaries with others. Their gift of empathy is a sacred responsibility, capable of lifting spirits and providing solace to those who are hurting. Yet this gift must be wielded wisely, with a clear sense of self-awareness and self-care. Without this, the empathic connection can become a burden rather than a blessing. To thrive in their role as compassionate guides, chosen ones must learn to protect their energy and prioritize their own needs without guilt. By doing so, they ensure that their compassion remains genuine and transformative, rather than becoming a source of depletion. In a society that often glorifies constant availability, they must remember that their empathy is a flame that needs tending. It is not their duty to carry the emotional weight of everyone around them, but rather to shine their light so others may find their way. Their gift is a reminder that healing begins from within and that true empathy flows from a place of self-compassion and strength. By embracing this balance, chosen ones can continue to bring hope, healing, and understanding to a world in need of genuine connection. As we come to the end of our exploration into the 7 spiritual gifts bestowed upon the chosen ones, remember that these blessings are not just to be admired, but lived. Each gift offers you a unique way to grow spiritually, connect deeply with others, and transform your life with purpose and authenticity. Whether it's heightened awareness, divine intuition, or the capacity to heal and empathize, these gifts call you to elevate yourself and positively impact the world around you. As you step forward on your journey, reflect on how these gifts show up in your life and how you can use them for personal growth and to uplift those around you. Share in the comments below which gift resonates most with you and how you plan to nurture it. Remember to like, subscribe, and join us here at Spiritual Wisdom for more insights that guide you towards spiritual awakening and deeper self-discovery. Stay true to your path and let your light shine brightly. Ten signs from your childhood showed you were chosen. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1:5, Jeremiah 1:5. These profound words remind us that our lives carry a unique purpose, carefully designed by the Creator. Have you ever felt, even as a child, that you were destined for something greater? In today's video on spiritual wisdom, we'll uncover 10 powerful signs from your childhood that reveal you were chosen for a divine mission. As you watch, reflect on your own journey and share in the comments. Did you notice any of these signs growing up? Let's inspire one another to embrace the paths laid before us and apply these insights to create a life of purpose, growth, and fulfillment. Don't forget to like and share this video with those who may need this message of hope and clarity. 1. Singularity. From an early age, you might have felt like a square peg in a round hole, as though your very existence danced to a rhythm others couldn't hear. While other children immersed themselves in games and social chatter, you found comfort in introspection, observing life with a curiosity and depth that set you apart. Maybe you sat quietly, pondering the mysteries of the universe, or silently empathizing with a classmate who seemed lonely, even when no one else noticed. This sense of singularity wasn't just a fleeting quirk of personality. It was a divine signal, a whisper that you were created for a unique mission in this world. These experiences, though sometimes isolating, didn't mark a flaw in you. They were a symbol of something sacred, a spiritual blueprint designed to prepare you for the extraordinary. Feeling out of place as a child could be likened to carrying an invisible emblem on your soul, a quiet indicator of your chosen path. Often, this innate difference manifested in the form of heightened sensitivity. You might recall moments when the sight of someone in pain stirred something deep within you, a profound sadness, or an overwhelming urge to help. You didn't need words to understand. Your heart simply knew. This level of empathy is a sign of spiritual preparation, one that aligns with Romans, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Your ability to see beyond the surface of everyday life as a child was not a hindrance, but a profound blessing. It shaped your mind to think differently, to ask deeper questions, and to resist conforming to societal expectations that often dull the spiritual spark within us. In today's world, this sense of being different can feel even more challenging, as modern life emphasizes fitting in, following trends, and aligning with the crowd. However, those early feelings of singularity were never meant to make you feel alone. They were meant to equip you for leadership, empathy, and spiritual growth. This sensitivity has likely stayed with you, serving as both a gift and a compass, guiding you toward your higher calling. In an era of rapid technological advances and social pressures, it's easy to suppress these inner stirrings, but now is the time to honor them. Your uniqueness is a part of the divine plan, a spiritual awakening that sets you on a path to fulfill your purpose. For those who resonate with this, here are some tips. Embrace your differences with gratitude rather than suspicion. Lean into the sensitivity and awareness that others may not understand, but that makes you a force for compassion and change. If this resonates with you, comment below, "I embrace differences." Reflect on your childhood introspective moments, not as oddities, but as seeds planted for a deeper mission. Start paying attention to where your heart is pulling you today, whether it's a purpose, a person in need, or a dream that aligns with your spiritual journey. By honoring your uniqueness and stepping into the spiritual awakening that began long ago, you will discover not only your purpose, but also the power to step forward boldly, transforming both your life and the lives of those around you. 2. Consciousness. From a young age, you may have felt like you saw the world through a different lens, one that allowed you to sense what others overlooked. While other children might have been immersed in play, you found yourself drawn to the subtleties of life. The gentle rustle of leaves in the wind, the way light danced on the surface of water, or the emotions hidden behind someone's smile. This wasn't just an overactive imagination. It was a reflection of your heightened consciousness, a spiritual connection that hinted at a deeper truth about your existence. This sensitivity wasn't a burden, but a gift, one that allowed you to tune into energies, emotions, and experiences beyond the surface. It's as though your spirit was wired to detect the unseen currents of life, a kind of spiritual growth that set you apart even in childhood. Think about a moment when something ordinary felt extraordinary. Perhaps a rainy afternoon wasn't just about the weather, it became a time for quiet reflection, stirring feelings of peace or mystery. Or maybe you noticed how someone's body language betrayed their hidden emotions, sensing their pain or joy even when they didn't say a word. These experiences aren't random. They're signs of your connection to something greater than yourself. As Proverbs beautifully puts it, the human spirit is the lamp of the Lord that searches all the inner parts of a person. This scripture reminds us that your heightened awareness is a divine gift, a spiritual light that illuminates not just the world around you, but the depths of your soul. To make this clearer, let's take a modern example. Picture a child today who feels out of place during a noisy family gathering, choosing instead to sit quietly by the window, captivated by the way sunlight filters through the curtains. This child might not yet understand why they're drawn to stillness, while others thrive in the chaos. But it's this quiet attention to detail that reveals their spiritual connection. Similarly, as an adult, you might find yourself deeply moved by a piece of music or the quiet beauty of a sunrise, experiences that reignite that same childhood sensitivity. These moments of awareness are gifts, guiding you to see the divine in the mundane and to recognize that your purpose is intertwined with this unique ability to perceive life on a deeper level. How has this heightened consciousness shaped your journey? Have you found that it draws you toward people or situations that need healing, understanding, or care? These are not coincidences. This spiritual awareness is a reminder that you were chosen for something greater, and it invites you to embrace your role as someone who can bring light to others. By noticing what others often overlook, you're able to offer insights, compassion, and guidance that can transform lives. The lesson here is simple but profound. Your heightened consciousness is not a flaw or an oddity. It is your strength. It's a reminder that spirituality is not confined to grand gestures or dramatic revelations. It's woven into the smallest details of everyday life. Embrace this gift, nurture it, and let it guide you on your path of spiritual growth. In doing so, you not only unlock your purpose, but also inspire others to find their own connection to the divine. As you move forward, let this awareness light your way, knowing that your unique perspective is both a blessing and a responsibility to bring love, understanding, and hope to the world. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights, and let's continue this conversation. 3. Empathy. Empathy is one of the most profound signs that you were chosen, a trait so deeply rooted in your soul that it may have been apparent from a very young age. Think back to your childhood. Did you ever feel the emotions of others so vividly that they seemed to blend with your own? Maybe you sensed a friend's sorrow before they even spoke a word, or you instinctively reached out to comfort someone sitting alone at lunch. These moments weren't just coincidences. They were early indicators of your extraordinary capacity for empathy, a spiritual wisdom bestowed upon you to guide you on your journey. This gift allowed you to connect with others on a level that many can't comprehend, acting as a beacon of comfort, understanding, and light in a world that often feels cold and disconnected. Empathy is far more than just a personality trait. It's a divine calling. It's as if God placed this unique ability within you to serve as a reflection of His love in a way that only you can. Romans beautifully remind us of this truth. Rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn. In embracing this calling, you've likely found that your empathy doesn't just make you sensitive to others. It equips you with the power to heal, inspire, and uplift those around you. As a child, you might have wondered why you felt so much more than your peers, why you carried their burdens as though they were your own. But now, as you reflect on these experiences, can you see how they were shaping you into someone destined to bring light and hope into the lives of others? Consider this. How often have you found yourself deeply moved by the struggles of people you barely know, or even those you see in passing? It's as if your heart cannot ignore the pain of others because your soul recognizes its purpose to comfort, to encourage, and to love unconditionally. This level of empathy is not random. It's a sign of your spiritual awakening, a clue that you were chosen to walk a path of service and compassion. Have you ever noticed that people feel drawn to share their stories with you, trusting you to understand without judgment? This is no accident. It's your energy, your spiritual wisdom, that creates a safe space for others to unburden their hearts. But this gift comes with challenges. Carrying the emotions of others can sometimes feel overwhelming. You may have struggled with boundaries, feeling drained by the weight of their pain. Yet, even in those moments, your empathy has taught you invaluable lessons about resilience, balance, and the importance of self-care. After all, how can you pour into others if your own cup is empty? The beauty of this journey is learning to channel your empathy in ways that uplift both you and those you serve. Famous psychologist Carl Rogers once said, "What is most personal is most universal." Your empathy connects you to the shared humanity in everyone, and through this connection, you've discovered a profound truth, that love, in its purest form, has the power to heal. So ask yourself, how has your gift of empathy shaped your life so far? In what ways has it allowed you to bring comfort and healing to those around you? And most importantly, how can you continue to nurture this gift, knowing that it's part of your divine purpose? Let your empathy be your guide, reminding you that you were chosen not just to feel, but to act, not just to understand, but to inspire. By embracing your role as a source of light and love, you honor the spiritual wisdom within you and step fully into the incredible journey you were always meant to walk. As you continue to grow, remember that your empathy is not a burden, it's a blessing, a sign that you were chosen to transform the world, one heart at a time. Share your story, or simply type, "I am growing," if you're committed to using every moment to improve yourself. Let's keep this conversation going. I can't wait to hear your insights. 4. Premonitions. For those destined as chosen ones, childhood often brings a tapestry of mysterious dreams and premonitions that linger in memory, carrying profound meaning and purpose. These dreams, far from ordinary, feel like whispers from a higher power, illuminating the path ahead even when the present seems unclear. Perhaps you recall a vivid dream so powerful it stayed etched in your mind for years. Or maybe you felt an unshakable certainty about events that later unfolded exactly as you sensed. These experiences are more than coincidences. They are spiritual signs revealing an extraordinary connection to the divine. The Bible speaks of this unique phenomenon in Job, saying, "In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls on people as they slumber in their beds, he opens their ears and gives them instruction." These words affirm that dreams are a sacred conduit through which divine guidance is imparted. Premonitions, often dismissed by skeptics, carry a weight that cannot be ignored when they manifest in reality. They may appear in the form of symbols, recurring themes, or feelings of déjà vu that provide clarity or forewarning. These moments are not accidental. They are reminders of your spiritual awakening, urging you to trust the unseen forces working in your life. Imagine, as a child, dreaming of standing before a vast audience or embarking on a journey that felt larger than life. At the time, it may have seemed fanciful or far removed from reality, but today, you might find yourself in situations eerily reflective of those dreams. This connection between your childhood visions and your current path is no accident. It is the unfolding of a greater plan. In modern life, we are often too distracted by noise, routines, and responsibilities to notice the whispers of our inner spirit. Yet, these dreams and premonitions are a reminder to pause and reflect. They call you to deepen your spiritual practice, whether through prayer, meditation, or simply being still enough to listen to the messages your soul is trying to convey. Dreams are like seeds planted in your subconscious, growing in ways you may not immediately understand, but are integral to your spiritual journey. When you embrace these signs, you unlock a deeper awareness of your purpose and align more closely with the divine blueprint for your life. So, if you've ever experienced dreams or premonitions that felt more significant than they seemed, trust that they were not random. Instead, they were spiritual gifts, guiding you toward awakening and preparing you for the unique purpose you were meant to fulfill. These moments are not just memories of the past, but keys to your future, offering insight, reassurance, and strength for the road ahead. As you reflect on these experiences, take comfort in knowing they are sacred signs that you are chosen for something greater. If this message speaks to you, take it a step further and share it with someone who might need this reminder. Together, we can build connections rooted in honesty and respect. 5. Protection. From the earliest moments of your childhood, you might recall times when you felt an unseen force guiding and protecting you in situations where danger seemed to dissolve unexpectedly, leaving you untouched and safe. Perhaps it was a close call on the playground, or an inexplicable moment when you narrowly avoided an accident. These experiences weren't mere coincidences. They were signs of divine protection, the invisible shield placed over you to ensure your journey remained intact. The higher power watching over you knew you had a unique calling, a purpose that needed nurturing and safeguarding. Psalm beautifully encapsulates this truth. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. This scripture is a reminder that your spiritual growth is intertwined with divine guardianship, a force greater than ourselves, working in ways we often don't fully understand at the time. Think about this in the context of everyday life. Picture a child walking to school, distracted by their thoughts as they step too close to the street's edge. A stranger reaches out, gently pulling them back just as a car speeds past. In that moment, the child may not realize the depth of the intervention, but years later, reflecting on it, they might feel the profound sense of being watched over. Have you ever experienced something similar? Perhaps as an adult, you felt that same protective presence during challenging times, as though a door you desperately wanted to walk through was closed, only for you to later realize it saved you from a mistake or harm. These instances are more than luck. They're spiritual markers, reminding you of your connection to something greater, a sign that your purpose is actively supported and protected. Such moments aren't just about physical safety, but also emotional and spiritual protection. You might have noticed that certain negative influences on people, places, or even experiences seem to fall away from your life, sometimes leaving you confused or upset at the time. Yet later, as your journey unfolded, you saw how those elements would have hindered your growth. This protection works not just to keep you safe, but to guide you toward the right path, aligning you with your true purpose. It's a gentle but firm nudge, ensuring you remain on the course meant for you, even when it feels like life is steering you away from what you think you want. Reflect for a moment. Have you taken the time to recognize these moments in your life? What do they tell you about your spiritual journey? Protection isn't just about shielding you from harm, but about creating the conditions for you to thrive, to step into your higher self, and to embrace the spiritual growth necessary for fulfilling your destiny. Each instance of protection is a reminder that you're not walking this path alone. By acknowledging these moments, you cultivate gratitude and trust in the divine guidance shaping your life. The lesson here is profound, yet simple. You are guided, protected, and cherished. Every experience, even the ones you didn't understand at the time, has been part of a larger plan to prepare you for your calling. Embrace the signs, trust the process, and lean into your spirituality, knowing that your journey is safeguarded by a force greater than yourself. When you begin to see life through this lens, you unlock a deeper connection to your purpose, and every step forward becomes an act of faith, grounded in the knowledge that you are divinely protected and destined to fulfill your unique role in this world. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. 6. Challenges. Challenges you faced as a child, those moments of feeling out of place among your peers or even within your own family, were not random or meaningless. They were early signs that you were chosen for a higher purpose, a purpose that required shaping and refinement through adversity. Do you ever wonder why it seemed like your journey was harder than others? Why did you carry burdens that others didn't seem to bear? These struggles were preparing you, crafting resilience and strength within you so that you could fulfill your unique role in this world. Spiritual wisdom teaches us that the trials we face are not meant to break us, but to mold us into the person we are destined to become. As Romans so beautifully reminds us, we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope. Take a moment to reflect on the strength you gained from those early struggles. How have they shaped your character and given you hope? Perhaps they instilled in you an empathy and depth of understanding that allows you to connect with others on a profound level. Or maybe they taught you to rise above challenges with unshakable faith. Think about it. Why would someone who is chosen for greatness have an easy path? Diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is refined by fire. Your challenges were the fires that refined your soul, the pressures that revealed your strength. These experiences taught you spiritual wisdom that others may never fully grasp. They gave you a perspective that allows you to see beyond the superficial and into the heart of what truly matters. What if those painful moments were the very foundation of your ability to lead, inspire, and transform the lives of others? What if they were a sacred initiation into your divine purpose? And here's the thing. The feelings of isolation you may have experienced as a child were not a punishment, but a signal. They set you apart, showing you that your path was never meant to fit in with the crowd. Instead, your path was designed for you to stand out, to lead, to guide others with the spiritual wisdom you have gained. What lessons from those early years do you carry with you today? How do they empower you to overcome obstacles and fulfill your purpose? The journey of the chosen ones is rarely easy, but always meaningful. You are proof that every challenge has a purpose, every failure is a lesson, and every painful moment is a step closer to the greatness you were destined to achieve. If you found this helpful, comment below, "I am the chosen one," and let's continue this journey together. 7. Resilience. Even in the darkest chapters of your life, you've displayed a resilience that feels almost supernatural. This isn't just luck or sheer willpower. It's a reflection of a higher calling, a spiritual preparation for the incredible mission designed for you. Perhaps you've wondered how you survived challenges that would have broken most people, how you've stood strong when the storms of life threatened to overwhelm you. That strength, that inner fortitude, isn't an accident. It's divine craftsmanship, molding you into the person you're meant to become. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about transforming pain into power, trials into triumphs, and obstacles into opportunities for growth. Every setback you faced as a child, every heartache or moment of despair, was not meant to break you, but to build you. These experiences were spiritual tests, sharpening your character and awakening the latent power within you. In today's fast-paced and often chaotic world, resilience remains a cornerstone of success and purpose. This quality doesn't just prepare you for life's battles, it also enables you to shine as a beacon of hope for others. People notice when you endure hardships with grace, and they feel inspired by your ability to stand firm. For the chosen ones, resilience isn't just survival. It's a testimony of spiritual awakening, an unspoken message to the world that says, "I'm here for a reason, and nothing can stop me from fulfilling my purpose." When you embrace this resilience, you align yourself with the spiritual flow of life, where even the heaviest burdens become stepping stones toward greatness. Consider this. The pain you've endured is like a refining fire, removing impurities and leaving only the purest version of yourself behind. Just as precious metals are forged in intense heat, so too have your trials shaped you into someone unshakable, someone ready to fulfill their divine mission. And while resilience might sometimes feel like an exhausting battle, it's also a gift, a reminder of the spiritual power that resides within you, waiting to be unleashed. Each time you rise from adversity, you set an example for those around you, proving that no obstacle is insurmountable when your spirit is aligned with a higher purpose. As you reflect on your journey, remember that your resilience isn't just a personal trait, it's a spiritual badge of honor. It speaks of a greater plan for your life and a deep connection to the divine energy guiding you. In a world that often feels unpredictable and harsh, Your ability to endure, adapt, and thrive is nothing short of extraordinary. Take pride in your resilience, nurture it, and use it as fuel to pursue your highest calling. Let it remind you that you are chosen, not by accident, but by design, and that every challenge you've overcome has prepared you for the spiritual awakening that is unfolding in your life right now. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. 8. Connection. From a young age, you may have experienced an unshakable connection to something greater, a profound sense that God, the universe, or a divine presence was walking beside you, guiding and protecting you through life's challenges. This connection wasn't something you learned or were taught, it felt natural, as if spirituality was woven into your very being. In moments of chaos, when others might have panicked or felt lost, you found an inner calm that seemed to rise from a place beyond understanding. Perhaps you prayed instinctively, not because someone told you to, but because it felt like an organic way to communicate with this higher power. This connection wasn't always about asking for something. It was often about sharing your heart, your fears, your gratitude, and even your dreams. You knew deep within that someone or something was listening. Psalm 145:18 beautifully reminds us, "The Lord is near to all who call on him, to all who call on him in truth." And this closeness is what likely shaped your resilience and faith, even when the world around you seemed unsteady. Think back to a time in your life when everything felt uncertain, maybe a childhood experience when you felt alone or misunderstood. Did you ever feel as though a comforting presence was with you, providing strength you couldn't explain? That sense of peace was no accident. Many chosen ones often experience this bond with the divine early on, which not only brings comfort, but also molds them into vessels of spiritual growth and wisdom. For instance, consider a young child standing in the middle of a noisy, crowded home where arguments erupt daily. Amidst the chaos, this child closes their eyes, whispers a prayer, and feels a sense of tranquility wash over them like a protective embrace. This might have been your story too, a story where you learned early on that spiritual connection was your refuge and your source of strength. In modern life, this connection continues to manifest in profound ways. Think about moments when you felt inexplicably drawn to help someone in need, or when you walked away from a situation that didn't serve your higher purpose. It's that same spiritual guidance nudging you, reminding you of who you are and the path you're meant to follow. This is a gift, a divine compass steering you toward growth and fulfillment, even when the road ahead is unclear. Have you ever paused to consider how this connection shaped the choices you've made, or how it helped you overcome moments when doubt or fear threatened to take hold? The lesson here is clear. Nurture this connection and let it guide your spiritual growth. The world is full of distractions and noise, but the quiet voice of the divine within you will always lead you toward truth and purpose if you take the time to listen. This connection isn't just a part of your past, it's a wellspring of strength for your present and a beacon of light for your future. Keep calling on this divine presence with sincerity and an open heart, because it is always near, ready to walk with you every step of the way. Recognizing this connection is not only a sign that you are chosen, but also an invitation to embrace the incredible potential within you. 9. Curiosity. Have you ever looked back on your childhood and noticed an endless stream of questions flowing through your mind, the kind that others might brush aside but seem to tug at your very soul? If you've always been curious about life's deeper mysteries, about the nature of God, the meaning of suffering, or the grand purpose behind our existence, this insatiable thirst for understanding wasn't random. It was a divine sign. Such curiosity is not merely a personality trait, but a gift, a beacon guiding you toward spiritual wisdom and a connection to something far greater than yourself. Think about it. Why were you, out of all those around you, the one who felt compelled to ask, "Why are we here? What does it all mean?" That yearning to seek answers to life's most profound questions points to your spiritual calling, a calling that was likely embedded within you even before you could fully understand its depth. Proverbs offers timeless wisdom when it says, "Call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding." Isn't that exactly what you've been doing all along, perhaps even without realizing it? Now, pause for a moment and consider this. Were there times, as a child, when you felt like your curiosity set you apart from others? Maybe while others were content to stay on the surface of life, you couldn't resist diving deeper, pondering questions about the universe, the soul, or the divine plan. How did it feel to carry that weight of curiosity, a hunger that sometimes even the adults around you couldn't satisfy? This kind of spiritual hunger is not ordinary, it's extraordinary. It's a reflection of your inner connection to divine energy, the kind of connection that only a chosen few seem to carry within them. Albert Einstein once said, "The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing." Can you see how this deep, innate drive to question everything might have been one of the first signs that you were set apart for a unique spiritual journey? Your curiosity wasn't just about asking questions for the sake of it. It was about searching for truth and meaning. Even as a child, you likely had an inner knowing, a feeling that life was about more than just going through the motions. Perhaps you were drawn to stories of heroism, morality, or divine intervention. Or maybe you found yourself fascinated by the mysteries of nature and the cosmos, as if every tree, every star, and every sunrise held a secret it wanted to share with you. Do you remember how alive you felt in those moments of discovery? That energy was your spirit aligning with its higher purpose, preparing you for the spiritual wisdom you would grow into as an adult. So, let me ask you this. What questions from your childhood still linger in your heart today? Are there unanswered mysteries that continue to stir your soul and guide you forward? Your curiosity is not a weakness or a distraction. It's a divine compass, pointing you toward a life of deeper meaning, purpose, and connection. It's proof that you've always been destined to carry spiritual wisdom, not only for your own growth, but as a light for others who may not yet know how to ask these questions themselves. After all, aren't the curious ones the seekers, the wanderers, the dreamers who often uncover the truths that change the world? 10. Fascination with faith stories. As a child, you might have found yourself mesmerized by stories filled with acts of faith, resilience, and extraordinary courage. Whether it was the tale of David fearlessly facing the giant Goliath, or the inspiring journeys of missionaries and reformers, these narratives stirred something profound within you, almost as if they were lighting a fire in your soul. This fascination wasn't simply a child's curiosity, it was an early sign of your spiritual path taking shape. Hebrews beautifully encapsulates this, reminding us that we are surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses who urge us to persevere in our spiritual journey. These stories resonated with you because they mirrored the challenges and triumphs you were destined to face. They reminded you that faith, even in the face of overwhelming odds, could move mountains and transform lives. In modern life, we often become desensitized to stories of faith, brushing them off as relics of the past or mere anecdotes. However, your childhood connection to these tales was not just about admiration, it was about preparation. It taught you that faith and courage are timeless virtues, not confined to ancient texts, but alive and powerful in the present. Think of the countless moments today where resilience and faith are required, standing firm in your values, when the world demands compromise, persevering in your career amidst uncertainty, or holding on to hope during personal trials. The lessons from those early stories remind you that spiritual strength isn't about avoiding challenges, but embracing them with a heart anchored in belief and a mind steadfast in purpose. As an adult, this early fascination is a reminder to reconnect with the spiritual foundation you felt as a child. In an age where distractions abound and cynicism can cloud our perspective, returning to these stories can reignite your inner strength and sense of purpose. They remind you that the essence of spiritual awakening lies in understanding that you are part of a larger narrative, one where perseverance, faith, and courage are the guiding lights. Let these childhood inspirations fuel your journey forward. Let them serve as a compass, helping you navigate the challenges of modern life while keeping your spiritual flame alive. Remember, those who inspired you in stories long ago weren't perfect. They were simply willing to step into the unknown with faith. And so can you. Take a moment today to reflect on the stories that moved you as a child. What lessons did they offer, and how can they guide you now? In doing so, you may find that the fascination you felt then was the universe whispering that you too are part of a divine plan, destined to inspire and overcome. The race isn't over. Your spiritual awakening is still unfolding, one step, one act of courage, and one leap of faith at a time. As we conclude, remember that recognizing these signs from your childhood is just the first step on your journey as a chosen one. Every stage of your life holds the potential for growth, transformation, and the opportunity to inspire those around you. Your light is a gift not only for your own path, but to uplift and reflect God's love to others. If these signs resonate with you, take a moment to reflect on how they've shaped your journey and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's grow together as a community of faith and discovery. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom for more insights to guide you on your spiritual awakening. Amen. Spiritual awakening. Indicators of spiritual growth and the shift to a crystalline body. Chosen ones, see wisdom, spiritual wisdom. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. This profound saying reminds us that transformation, while often challenging, leads to a more radiant and awakened self. Are you noticing changes within your mind, body, and spirit? Feeling more connected to the earth, or sensing shifts within your very being? These are signs of your ascension and evolution into a crystalline state, a journey that reveals your higher self and connects you to the universe's boundless energy. Today on Spiritual Wisdom, we'll explore the signs of spiritual growth and physical shifts that signify this transformation. Have you experienced any of these changes? Share your thoughts and journey in the comments, and let's inspire each other on this path toward a more illuminated life. Let's dive in and embrace the incredible potential within us all. The journey of spiritual transformation leads us toward what some call a crystalline body, an elevated state where both physical and spiritual energies align, allowing for deeper connection with higher frequencies. This shift begins with an inner transformation that gradually purifies our energy, letting us receive, hold, and transmit spiritual vibrations with greater clarity. It's not about physically becoming crystalline, but rather refining our spiritual essence, similar to a crystal's purity and transparency. First, this shift enhances sensitivity to energies around us. Many people notice an increased capacity for empathy, a sharper intuition, and a greater understanding of themselves and others. These changes bring clarity and awareness, helping us recognize patterns, beliefs, and attachments that may no longer serve us. Just as a crystal amplifies energy without distortion, our energy field becomes clearer and more attuned, guiding us toward deeper insights and emotional balance. Second, Embracing this journey invites shifts in lifestyle and habits. Many find themselves gravitating toward healthier choices, spending more time in nature, or adopting meditation practices that deepen their connection to higher frequencies. This transformation encourages a holistic approach to life, where physical wellness aligns with spiritual growth, creating harmony between body and soul. Third, this journey is not about reaching a fixed endpoint. Instead, it's a continuous evolution. Like a crystal forming under pressure over time, our spiritual self refines through each experience, each moment of growth. This mindset helps us approach change with openness, viewing challenges as opportunities for spiritual insight and deeper self-awareness. Every phase of this journey is a step toward living a life that resonates with love, peace, and truth, aligning with our highest self. And integrating spirituality with everyday life becomes a key part of this transformation. The crystalline journey doesn't separate spiritual practices from daily responsibilities. Instead, it invites us to approach them with awareness and intention, seeing each task as a way to express our spiritual values. This alignment creates a balanced reality where physical and spiritual dimensions coexist, helping us experience the beauty and meaning in everyday moments. In essence, this shift to a crystalline state is about embracing change, refining our inner energy, and fostering a deeper, clearer connection to our true selves. This journey empowers us to live consciously, with purpose and fulfillment, as we step into a reality where both material success and spiritual abundance become part of a unified, harmonious life experience. Are you ready to embrace your crystalline transformation? If this journey resonates with you, let's take the first step together. Comment below, "I am ready to elevate," to show your commitment to this path of spiritual clarity and alignment. Let's connect, grow, and shine together on this incredible journey. As the chosen ones progress in their spiritual awakening, a notable transformation occurs. A shift from relying on physical food to finding sustenance in energy. This transition doesn't imply abandoning food altogether. Rather, it signifies moving away from heavy, dense nourishment toward lighter, more ethereal sources that align with an elevated state of being. When we start embodying more light, the body naturally gravitates away from dense foods, instead seeking higher frequency sustenance like plant-based options or periods of fasting. This shift reflects our readiness to embrace nourishment from pure energy sources, recognizing that universal energy, or prana, can fuel our bodies, minds, and spirits. A second key aspect of this journey involves trusting life to provide what we need without feeling dependent solely on material sustenance. Many who undergo this change notice they feel rejuvenated after meditating or spending time in nature. This newfound energy doesn't merely change dietary preferences. It highlights our ability to thrive on forces that go beyond physical matter, moving us toward a crystalline state, an integrated alignment of body, mind, and spirit. With each step, we shed denser layers of ourselves, creating space for a refined, light-infused existence where energy flows naturally, supporting both physical health and spiritual connection. This journey encourages a profound lesson. By focusing on energetic sustenance, we align with the universe's inherent abundance. This teaches us that we're always supported by a limitless source of energy that sustains us at our core. This path to spiritual nourishment isn't about depriving ourselves, but embracing the infinite supply that the universe offers. For the chosen ones, this shift to ethereal nourishment symbolizes an awakening to a higher, more harmonious frequency, a life filled with resilience, balance, and inner peace. It's an invitation to embody the light we carry within, leading the way for others by showing what's possible when we fully realize our divine potential. Did this resonate with your journey? If so, comment "Elevate" below to affirm your alignment with this path of ethereal nourishment. Let's grow together in understanding and share this light with others. If you feel called, like, subscribe, and join our community for more insights into awakening your inner potential. The journey of ascension is a transformation that affects not only the spirit, but also the physical body, manifesting in real and sometimes unexpected ways. You might feel shifts in energy, experience heightened sensitivity, or even notice sudden changes in your mood. These aren't random occurrences. They are signs of spiritual growth as your body aligns with higher energies. This shift is often called the transformation to a crystalline body, where our cells resonate with a higher frequency, mirroring the precise, ordered structure of crystals. This physical alignment with spiritual growth can be felt through sensations such as warmth, tingling, or increased sensitivity, particularly during meditation or moments of positive focus. Our physical bodies, especially in molecular structure, are already crystalline in nature, with water composing much of our being and naturally able to hold and transfer energy. This alignment allows us to access higher frequencies, which can trigger emotional releases, allowing past wounds to rise, heal, and ultimately transform. Emotions, vivid dreams, and shifts in sleep patterns are common during this period, as the energy body adjusts to its new state. As intuition sharpens, you may also notice synchronicities, frequent patterns, or meaningful coincidences as the universe communicates guidance along this spiritual path. This heightened state aligns with the wisdom of Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, who observed, "We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience." With this crystalline shift, we access a more profound sense of clarity, moving towards greater compassion and connection. This process invites us to release old habits, beliefs, and patterns that no longer serve us, creating space for love, understanding, and higher purpose. To integrate these changes smoothly, grounding is essential. Simple practices like walking barefoot on the earth or spending time in nature help stabilize these new frequencies, anchoring us to the physical world while we ascend. Physical symptoms, like muscle tension or fatigue, are temporary markers of this transformative journey. Grounding keeps us balanced, reminding us that ascension is about enhancing reality, not escaping it. As Rumi expressed, "The wound is the place where the light enters you," suggesting that even discomfort is a sign of spiritual evolution, helping us release old energies and open to higher understanding. For those experiencing this transformation, trust that each shift, each symptom, and each synchronicity is a sign of progress. Allow yourself to embrace these changes, be patient with the process, and know that every sensation is part of awakening your true self. Rumi also reminds us, "What you seek is seeking you," reflecting that the journey toward a crystalline body is a return to your essence, connecting with divine energy and purpose. With each step, you draw closer to your limitless potential, finding a new sense of peace, clarity, and connection to the beauty of existence. If you resonate with this journey of spiritual and physical transformation, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with others on the same path. Your support helps us continue creating content that guides and uplifts, empowering you to embrace your highest potential every day. Experiencing intense emotional shifts and changes in behaviors and interests are significant indicators of spiritual growth. These emotional upheavals serve as a form of cleansing, where repressed emotions and unresolved traumas surface, allowing us to release the lower energies that weigh us down. Through this process, each layer of past conditioning sheds away, bringing us closer to our true selves. As our spirit aligns with higher frequencies, the people, hobbies, and routines that once felt essential may no longer resonate. This shift isn't simply about changing interests, it's about recalibrating our inner energy, allowing compassion, empathy, and patience to replace old patterns of fear, jealousy, or resentment. Society often encourages us to suppress emotions, viewing discomfort as something to overcome quickly. But spirituality teaches that confronting these feelings is part of genuine growth. By allowing these emotions to move through us, we can heal deeply, letting go of what no longer serves us and making space for what does. This is a period of self-discovery, where we start to uncover our true values and interests. Rather than clinging to old expectations, embracing these changes with patience and self-compassion is essential, as they guide us toward a more authentic self. During this transformation, it's natural to drift from certain people or activities that no longer align with our evolving spirit. This shift creates room for new connections and pursuits that better reflect our current values. We may find ourselves drawn to friendships and interests that encourage emotional and spiritual fulfillment, deepening our sense of purpose and belonging. Though this journey can feel isolating at times, many others experience similar shifts, forming a collective movement toward a more awakened state. Embracing these changes with openness allows us to welcome new opportunities and relationships that support our highest potential, helping us align with the authentic, peaceful, and joyful life we seek. If you're experiencing these shifts and feel the pull toward a deeper, more authentic self, you're not alone. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to join our community, where we explore spiritual growth, emotional healing, and alignment with your highest self. Together, let's embrace the path toward true inner peace and fulfillment. Experiencing a deep connection to your higher self often brings powerful waves of emotion and fatigue, marking a pivotal step in personal ascension. This transformation is more than physical. It's an integration that aligns you with your true essence, guiding you toward a higher state of consciousness and inner peace. Emotions may surface unexpectedly, and moments of tiredness may call you to rest more than usual. These aren't setbacks, but signals that your spirit is evolving, shedding old patterns, and preparing for a lighter, expansive existence. By tuning into these shifts, you align with your soul's language and deepen your understanding of who you are at a core level. As this spiritual awakening unfolds, you might feel changes within your physical body, often referred to as a crystalline body shift. This phase is symbolic of releasing dense energies and embracing a more refined vibration that enhances your connection to the spiritual world. Your body, acting as a sacred home for your spirit, may feel sensitive and require extra care and nurturing during this time. Allow yourself to honor these needs. Rest when fatigued. Embrace practices that uplift your soul, and acknowledge the physical adjustments as part of your journey to a more profound awareness. This process can also sharpen your intuition, enabling you to perceive beyond surface-level truths and guiding you to paths that resonate with your authentic self. Each person's journey of spiritual awakening is unique, with no two experiences exactly alike. Every emotion, every lesson serves to lead you closer to your highest potential. During times of doubt or exhaustion, remember these are temporary stages designed to prepare you for transformation. By embracing and trusting in this process, you align with a universal flow that supports your growth. Each emotion offers a message, perhaps highlighting an area needing healing or release, and by acknowledging it, you step into a more harmonious and authentic existence. This journey doesn't seek perfection. It calls for genuine self-discovery, guiding you to live in alignment with your soul's purpose. On a practical level, the shift toward a crystalline, higher vibration body increases your sensitivity to energy, making you more aware of life's interconnectedness. This is an invitation from your higher self to let go of beliefs and habits that hinder your growth, encouraging you to recognize your inner power and limitless potential. you are being called to step fully into your light, embracing the path of spiritual awakening as a chosen one. As you follow this journey, remember that it's a reconnection with your true essence. You hold the power to create a life filled with joy, purpose, and love, and this process helps you rediscover that truth. Trust your intuition, nurture your spirit, and know that each step is leading you closer to where you're truly meant to be. Physical reactions during spiritual encounters. Night sweats, intense dreams, and energy surges often occur during spiritual awakening. These aren't random. They're signs that your body is clearing low-frequency energies, allowing you to align with higher dimensions. When you experience these symptoms, your body is purging old energies that no longer serve you, preparing you to receive higher vibrations. Night sweats can be a sign of your body releasing deeply held, lower energies. As your frequency rises, old energies stored within you surface and are released. This is like a spiritual detox, where your body is cleansing itself, enabling your energy to become lighter and more aligned with higher realms. Intense dreams often accompany spiritual growth. These vivid dreams act as messages from your higher self, bringing wisdom and guidance. They reveal symbols, colors, and experiences that are not just random, but hold deeper meanings meant to guide your journey. Reflecting on these dreams can bring insights that help you connect with your inner wisdom. Energy surges, moments of heightened sensation or vibration, are signs that your body is adjusting to a new energetic state. Just as a radio tunes to a new frequency, your body is tuning into a higher vibration. This can feel overwhelming, but indicates that you're becoming more attuned to spiritual dimensions. As you evolve spiritually, some traditions describe a shift toward a crystalline body structure, a gradual transition from carbon-based cells to a higher, more light-filled state. This shift represents your alignment with crystalline energies, which are purer, clearer, and resonate with universal love and wisdom. At a cellular level, your body is adapting to hold more light, enhancing your connection to higher consciousness. Physical discomfort during this shift isn't uncommon. It's part of shedding the old and welcoming the new. Rumi's wisdom, "The wound is the place where the light enters you," beautifully encapsulates this process. When you feel discomfort or even emotional upheaval, know that this is light entering, healing, and transforming you from within. Rather than seeing these symptoms as inconveniences, view them as blessings marking your growth. Each night, sweat, dream, or surge of energy is a sign that you're aligning with a new spiritual self. Your body and spirit are merging in a sacred process, leading you toward a life of higher awareness, peace, and joy. This transformation is an invitation to explore your spiritual potential deeply, courageously embracing every part of your journey. Are you ready to trust this process and see every physical reaction as a message guiding you closer to your highest self? The path of spiritual awakening and transformation awaits. Comment, "I resonate," if you felt these physical reactions on your path, or "not quite," if you see it differently. Let's dive into this powerful journey together. Symptoms like dizziness and memory lapses signal dimensional shifts that often accompany spiritual growth. These experiences indicate our energy adjusting to higher frequencies, shedding old patterns and beliefs to make way for a new, expanded consciousness. Dizziness can remind us to ground ourselves amid daily responsibilities, helping us stay connected to both body and mind. Memory lapses, instead of causing frustration, clear out unnecessary information, creating space for intuitive insights and deeper wisdom. Shifting to a crystalline state is not just a metaphysical concept. It reflects our growth as beings of light and energy. Like a crystal that amplifies light, this state enhances our resilience, clarity, and spiritual connection. Our evolution radiates positivity, influencing those around us and strengthening our connection to universal energy. Navigating these ascension challenges requires intentional practices like meditation, grounding, and mindful breathing. These habits allow us to ease through transitions gracefully, acknowledging that growth is rarely linear. In a society focused on productivity, giving ourselves permission to slow down and listen becomes vital. Embracing moments of disorientation as realignment opportunities allows us to release anything blocking our spiritual progress. Each symptom, rather than being a setback, represents a powerful transformation toward balance, awareness, and fulfillment. The spiritual shifts we experience are a reminder of our potential for profound growth, guiding us toward a life in tune with our highest self and deepest purpose. As you embark on your spiritual awakening, you may encounter experiences that feel unfamiliar or unsettling. Out-of-body experiences and feelings of alienation often arise during this transformative journey, signaling a shift toward higher dimensional consciousness. When you sense yourself floating outside your body or feeling detached from your environment, this is usually a sign that your energy is aligning with a higher vibration. Such sensations can lead to questioning your reality, but they are crucial markers of your spiritual growth. These feelings indicate that your spirit is expanding, pushing the limits of the physical self to access a broader and more interconnected awareness. You might find yourself feeling disoriented, as if navigating a world that seems both familiar and strange. In truth, your reality is changing. As you raise your frequency, your perception evolves, allowing you to tap into energies and dimensions that were previously inaccessible. It's natural to feel isolated during this phase, especially if those around you are not on a similar spiritual journey. However, this sense of alienation is part of shedding old layers. Your awareness transcends the material world, guiding you toward the emergence of a crystalline bod, a more refined version of yourself that is capable of perceiving truths beyond physical senses. You may notice sounds, colors, and even bodily sensations feeling more intense or peculiar. This adaptation signifies that your spirit is recalibrating to a new level of understanding. The process of spiritual awakening invites you to trust that every experience, even those that seem unusual or isolating, is bringing you closer to your authentic self. As your perception broadens, so does your ability to connect with the energy of all beings, facilitating a shift from separation to unity. It is like peeling back the layers of an onion, revealing a core that has always been there, waiting to be discovered. Embrace these experiences, including the challenging ones, as they represent the growth of your spiritual body and the crystallization of your energy field. This journey leads you from mere existence to a true embodiment of your spiritual essence. Throughout these experiences, remember that you are never truly alone. Countless souls share similar journeys, feeling the same pull toward a higher state of consciousness and unity with the divine. While out-of-body experiences and feelings of alienation are often misunderstood, they signify your movement beyond the limitations of everyday life. You are becoming more attuned to the cosmic rhythm, aligning with a deeper truth that transcends words. While this journey may feel isolating at times, it is a powerful testament to your strength and your ability to evolve. By embracing these shifts, you are cultivating a crystalline body, a physical manifestation of your higher self that is purified and ready to channel higher frequencies of love, wisdom, and insight. If this resonates with you and you're embracing your spiritual awakening, take a moment to share your journey in the comments below by writing, "I am awakening." Let's support each other as we navigate these transformative experiences, celebrating our growth and the emergence of our higher selves. Together, we can explore the profound truths that connect us all on this incredible path of unity and enlightenment. Feeling called to something greater often aligns with the concept of being a chosen one. This idea signifies that individuals are awakening to their spiritual potential and embarking on transformative journeys. As you explore your path in spirituality, recognizing the signs of spiritual growth is crucial. These signs connect to the shift toward a crystalline body, representing a new state of being that resonates with higher frequencies of consciousness. The ascension process is not just a personal journey. It encompasses a collective awakening, and your unique experiences are essential to this transformation. Recognizing the indicators of your spiritual growth is the first step in this ascension journey. You may experience heightened sensitivity to surrounding energies, enhanced intuition, or extraordinary encounters. A deeper connection to nature may also emerge, drawing you to the earth and its rhythms. These signs are not coincidences. They are invitations to delve deeper into your inner self and align with your true essence. As Eckhart Tolle wisely stated, awareness is the greatest agent for change. Cultivating awareness allows you to navigate your spiritual journey with intention and clarity. Meditation serves as a powerful practice to support this process. Dedicating time to sit in stillness creates an opportunity for your mind and body to connect with higher energies. Through regular meditation, you may receive insights, clarity, and a sense of peace that transcends everyday experiences. Nurturing your spiritual growth also contributes to the collective awakening of those around you. Imagine as the power of many individuals coming together in meditation, aligning their energies for the greater good. During your practice, reflect on questions such as, what truths am I uncovering within? How can I use these insights to benefit others? Grounding is equally vital to your journey. As you ascend to higher frequencies, feelings of unbalance or disconnection from reality may arise. Grounding helps you remain anchored, allowing you to experience the world without feeling overwhelmed. Simple actions, such as walking barefoot on the earth, connecting with the elements, or visualizing roots extending from your body into the ground, can facilitate this connection. Such practices remind you of your place in the universe and the energy flowing through you. Ram Dass articulated this beautifully when he said, "We're all just walking each other home." Grounding not only nurtures your well-being, but enhances your ability to support others on their journeys. As you progress in the ascension process, consider the community surrounding you. Sharing your experiences with others amplifies understanding and fosters a supportive environment for collective growth. You may find that the people in your life resonate with your spiritual journey, providing encouragement and insights. Engage in conversations about spirituality and ascension to weave a rich tapestry of experiences that benefits everyone involved. Remember the words of Lao Tzu. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Each step, no matter how small, is part of a larger path toward greater awareness. The concept of the crystalline body emerges as a significant aspect of your spiritual evolution. This transformation involves releasing old patterns, beliefs, and energetic blockages that no longer serve you. As you let go of these layers, you create space for higher vibrational energies to enter your life. You may find yourself feeling lighter, more intuitive, and more connected to your inner wisdom. Patience is vital during this process, as it can feel overwhelming at times. Reflect on questions like, what beliefs am I ready to release? How can I welcome new energies into my life? Embracing the ascension process encourages adopting new practices that align with your evolving self. Explore activities such as journaling, energy healing, or participating in spiritual workshops. Each of these practices offers valuable insights and tools to assist you on your journey. For example, journaling can help you reflect on your thoughts and feelings, revealing patterns that need addressing. Consider how your understanding of spirituality has changed over time and what revelations have emerged. Documenting your journey not only provides clarity, but also creates a personal roadmap to guide you through future challenges. As we wrap up our exploration of the signs of spiritual growth and the transformative journey toward a crystalline body, remember that each of us is on a unique path of awakening. Embracing these shifts not only enriches your personal growth, but also enhances your connection to the universe and those around you. I encourage you to integrate these principles into your daily life, nurturing your sensitivity to energies and making choices that resonate with your evolving spirit. How have you experienced these changes in your own journey? I'd love to hear your thoughts, share your experiences in the comments below. If you found this video inspiring, please like, subscribe, and join our community at Spiritual Wisdom, where we support one another in our pursuit of enlightenment. Together, let's continue to elevate and shine brightly on our spiritual paths. Chosen ones. Now they're obsessed with who you are and how you did it. They can't get enough. Success is not about how high you climb, but how many times you rise when others expect you to fall. Have you ever noticed that the same people who once doubted you now can't stop watching your every move? They question your rise, obsess over your success, and wonder how you did it without their approval. The truth is, when you defy expectations, you expose insecurities about what they thought was impossible for you and become a mirror of what they've failed to achieve. In today's video on Spiritual Wisdom, we'll explore why their obsession with you is more than curiosity. It's a reflection of their own unfulfilled potential. Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you experienced this silent obsession from others? How did you turn their doubts into fuel for your growth? Let's inspire each other to embrace our journey unapologetically. Now, let's dive in. 1. You made the impossible look effortless. You made the impossible look effortless, and that's where the fascination begins. While others were tangled up in their excuses, too difficult, too risky, not enough time, you chose action over hesitation and results over regrets. The truth is, your success didn't come without struggle. But here's what sets you apart. You didn't wear your hardships on your sleeve. They didn't see the late nights filled with uncertainty, the sacrifices that nearly broke you, or the moments where you had to bet on yourself when no one else would. All they see now is the outcome of a life they thought was beyond reach, and it leaves them rattled. Why? Because they've spent years telling themselves success must be loud, exhausting, and validated by applause. You proved that real spiritual power doesn't need validation. It simply exists and transforms. This quiet confidence, this spiritual awakening, disrupts their beliefs and forces them to confront their own limits. It's not just your success that haunts them. It's the realization that they had the same opportunities but didn't take the same risks. Your journey has exposed a hard truth. What they labeled as impossible was often a mask for fear. And while they were busy blaming circumstances or waiting for permission to rise, you chose to walk your path without needing an audience. You acted, you persevered, and you thrived. Not because it was easy, but because you believed in something bigger. Your potential, your purpose, and the divine guidance lighting your way. That belief is what makes you a chosen one, and it's exactly what unsettles them the most. In a modern world that demands instant gratification and constant recognition, your ability to stay focused on your mission while ignoring the noise is a spiritual lesson they cannot ignore. You didn't beg for applause or broadcast every struggle. You let your actions and results speak. That quiet power, so rare and commanding, is like a mirror they can't look away from. It reminds them of what they could have been if they had silenced their doubts and simply taken a step forward. You've shown them that success isn't about being louder or being seen. It's about being spiritually aligned, resilient, and willing to embrace discomfort. They're obsessed with your path because it reveals what they've been avoiding, the need to take ownership of their lives. Your success whispers a deeper truth that greatness was always within their reach, but their fear of failure kept them small. Here's a word of advice. Don't let their obsessions distract you. Their curiosity, envy, or admiration have nothing to do with your purpose. Keep moving forward with that quiet confidence, because your journey is not just about personal success, but also about inspiring others to break through their limitations. If your actions leave them confused enough to begin their own spiritual awakening, then you have served a higher purpose. Stay grounded, stay humble, and remember, the chosen one does not seek validation. They walk with purpose, empowered by a divine force that others are only beginning to understand. Keep shining, because in doing so, you awaken others to possibilities they have spent their lives ignoring. That is the gift of the chosen one. You make others believe that they too can rise. Comment below, "I am the chosen one," to receive this wonderful gift. Two, your growth proved their predictions wrong. They doubted you. They talked behind your back, laughed at your dreams, and whispered their own predictions about your failure. To them, you were just another person who would settle for less, someone whose path would never lead to greatness. But what they failed to understand is that you were on a different kind of journey, a spiritual journey of self-discovery and resilience. You weren't seeking validation from others, nor did you allow their limitations to define your destiny. Instead, you were quietly building yourself, choosing growth over stagnation and faith over fear. The very people who once dismissed you are now obsessed with you, not because they've suddenly realized your worth, but because they can't comprehend how you did it. Your spiritual growth has shattered every box they tried to put you in, and they're scrambling to figure out how they got it so wrong. It's not admiration that keeps them watching you, it's frustration. Every step forward you take feels like a step backward for them, because it forces them to confront their own insecurities, fears, and lack of vision. Think about it this way. In modern life, it's like that one co-worker or former classmate who thought they were better than you because of their loud confidence or connections. They underestimated you, always dismissing your quiet determination and ability to endure. Maybe you were working 2 jobs while they enjoyed their comfort. Maybe you were silently improving your skills while they were busy bragging about what they already had. Years later, they find themselves stuck in the same place, while you've grown into a version of yourself they never believed was possible. Now, they're scrolling through your life, social media, stories, or success news, trying to analyze every move you made, wondering how you bypassed them. It's as if your success reminds them of their failures, of their refusal to believe that growth requires sacrifice, persistence, and trust in the unseen. They obsess because your journey exposes something within them they haven't yet faced. The courage to go beyond fear, judgment, and comfort zones. What they missed is simple but profound. You didn't take shortcuts, you didn't seek applause, and you didn't fold when life got difficult. Instead, you embraced the discomfort, learned from failures, and nurtured a deep spiritual connection that gave you clarity and strength when everything else seemed uncertain. Your spirituality became the foundation for your growth, allowing you to rise in ways they couldn't predict. They see your victories, but what they don't see are the nights you spent in solitude, praying for direction, the silent battles you fought, and the sacrifices you made to stay true to your path. Spiritual growth doesn't happen overnight. It's a process of choosing to trust the divine within you, even when others dismiss your potential. So, what about you? Are there people in your life who have doubted you, who underestimated what you could become? If so, remember this. Their opinions only carry weight if you allow them to. You were chosen for a purpose far greater than their limited understanding. And your growth isn't meant to satisfy their curiosity. It's meant to inspire those who truly see you. Keep rising, because every step forward isn't just for you. It's for every person who needs to know that transformation is possible, even when the world doesn't believe in them. Let their obsession be their lesson, not your burden. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your growth, only gratitude to the journey and the divine energy that carried you here. Your story is proof that spiritual strength, resilience, and unwavering faith will always outshine doubt. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. 3. You thrived without their approval. They thought they had you figured out, didn't they? They thought they were the gatekeepers to success, the ones who could decide who rises and who falls, as if their approval was the currency of your destiny. They set their rules and planted invisible walls, believing that you would play along, desperate for their validation. But here's where you shattered their illusion. You didn't play their game. You refused to give them the power to determine your worth. You walked right past their gates, built your own path, and proved that their so-called rules were just smoke and mirrors. That's what haunts them most. You thrived without their approval, and now they're obsessed with figuring out how you did it. Their disbelief is louder than their envy. They're re-watching your every move like a broken record, questioning every decision you made, and searching for cracks that might explain your success. The truth? There are no cracks, because your success didn't come from shortcuts or the system they cling to so tightly. It came from your spiritual wisdom, the kind of wisdom that teaches you that your power comes from within, not from external validation. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent," and you lived that truth. You believed in yourself when no one else did. You understood that their system, built on control, ego, and fear, was only as powerful as you allowed it to be. And you chose differently. You dared to challenge the narrative. You approved of yourself when they refused to, and that confidence became your superpower. Now, they can't stop obsessing. They're dissecting your story, trying to make sense of your courage. How did they do it? How did they thrive without us? They wonder, trapped in a spiral of their own disbelief. But here's the beautiful part. They'll never truly understand it, because they cannot fathom the strength it takes to bet on yourself. Your success reminds them of a truth they've spent their lives avoiding. Their power was never real to begin with. You exposed the illusion, and that scares them more than anything. But this isn't about them. It's about you. It's about your resilience, your authenticity, and your refusal to be defined by anyone's opinion but your own. You stood in your truth and showed the world that success doesn't require permission, only purpose and persistence. So let me ask you this. Who else do you need approval from to walk in your greatness? The answer is no one. You've already proven that by thriving on your own terms, and in doing so, you've become an inspiration for those who are still trapped in the shadow of approval seeking. You're the reminder that true success is built on inner belief, not outward validation. Keep moving boldly, because their obsession is just proof that you've won the game they thought you couldn't play. As the great Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." And you've done exactly that. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights, and let's continue this conversation. 4. You broke the rules. They blindly followed. They said you couldn't do it your way. They told you the rules were ironclad, the path was straight, and that success belongs only to those who played it safe. But you shatter that illusion, and now they can't look away. You didn't just step out of line, you burned the entire blueprint they swore by. While they were busy living under someone else's rules, you carved your own path, rewriting what it means to succeed in modern life. That's the spiritual awakening that makes them restless. It's not just your success, it's the way you achieved it. You proved that the rules they clung to wear chains, and your freedom now holds up a mirror to their self-imposed limitations. They spent years believing the system would reward compliance. Stay small, never question, don't stand out. But when they see you thrive in ways they couldn't imagine, it shatters their belief in those old doctrines. You refused to stay in the box they accepted as home, and it rattled them to the core, because deep down, they always wondered what might happen if they dared to break free. And yet, here you are thriving not because of luck, but because of courage. You didn't need the validation of the crowd or permission from gatekeepers. You relied on your intuition, your energy, and a quiet spiritual confidence that told you there was more waiting for you outside their boundaries. That spiritual awakening. It gave you clarity. You saw the system for what it was, a facade, a trap, and chose to rise above it. While they fought to fit in, you poured your energy into building something of your own. And here's the truth they won't admit. They're not just curious, they're frustrated. Your success challenges the stories they told themselves to stay comfortable. It's why they're watching, lurking, analyzing every move you make. They hope to find a flaw, a moment of weakness, some proof that you didn't earn it, that you just got lucky. But what they fail to see is that the system never owned you, so you never needed to cheat it. You transcended it, and that's what keeps them obsessed. Now, in a world full of distractions, your energy is undeniable. You show up as proof that freedom is real, but it doesn't come easy. It requires spiritual awakening, discipline, and the willingness to walk alone, if necessary. It's why they gossip and speculate, trying to piece together your secret, but they miss the most important truth. You bet on yourself. And that's a lesson for all of us. If you're listening, take this to heart and stop asking for permission to live the life you dream of. The rules they give you are designed to keep you small, to keep you playing a role instead of becoming the leader you're meant to be. Your spiritual power, your resilience, and your authenticity are the tools that will set you apart, just like they did for the chosen ones who came before you. And when you finally step into that space, when you embrace the power of leading on your own terms, you'll notice it too. They won't stop watching. But this time, it won't matter. Because the moment you step out of their world, you'll realize they were never the ones holding you back. The only thing they could ever control was the story you believed about yourself. Rewrite it, break free, lead with courage, and let them watch. Share your story, or simply type, "I am growing," if you're committed to using every moment to improve yourself. Let's keep this conversation going. I can't wait to hear your insights. 5. Your resilience makes you unstoppable. Your resilience makes you unstoppable. They've seen you weather storms that would have destroyed anyone else. At first, they underestimated the magnitude of your spirit, thinking you would crumble under pressure, surrender to failure, or disappear into obscurity, like so many others. They were so sure that the burdens placed on you, the setbacks, the betrayals, the relentless obstacles, would finally break you. They waited for your fall, secretly cheering for it, convinced that no one could endure so much and still rise again. Yet every time they thought they had you figured out, you did something they could never predict. You rose stronger. Not just stronger, but wiser, more determined, and more unshakable than before. Your comeback wasn't just survival. It was a transformation. You weren't just rising, you were soaring to levels they couldn't comprehend, and that truth now haunts them. They obsess over you, not out of admiration, but confusion. How is it possible that someone like you, who they tried to suppress, underestimated and ignored, continues to thrive? How did you build resilience in a world that rewards conformity and punishes independence? To them, your spiritual growth defies everything they believe about life, success, and the system they cling to. In modern society, this story repeats itself every day. Think of the college graduate who couldn't land a job because they lacked the right connections, or the single parent working tirelessly to provide for their children while society tells them they should give up. Then, against all odds, they find a way. They build a business, return to school, or reinvent their lives in ways no one expected. The very people who doubted them are suddenly watching, unable to look away, obsessed with how they pulled it off. It's not just the victories that draw attention. It's the relentless determination, the refusal to quit when quitting would have been the easier option. They can't understand how you kept going after the losses, the failures, and the ridicule. But what they don't realize is that each of those moments of hardship became fuel for your growth. You learned lessons they refused to learn because they were too afraid of failure. Your resilience didn't come from an easy life. It came from your willingness to face the storm head-on and trust in something deeper. Your spirituality, your faith, and your belief in your own purpose. What makes you unstoppable is not just your strength, but your ability to adapt, learn, and grow through the process. You didn't beg for approval or validation. You understood that true strength lies in embracing the challenge, not avoiding it. You've shown them that the system is not all-powerful, that there is a higher energy and an unshakable force within those who believe in their path and are willing to face adversity to achieve it. They've been taught to avoid risks, to avoid pain, and to follow the blueprint laid out for them. But you broke free. You rewrote the rules, and now they're left questioning everything they thought they knew. Your existence exposes a truth they don't want to confront. Resilience, spiritual growth, and unwavering belief are far more powerful than conformity ever will be. Here's the lesson. You are unstoppable because you no longer fear the struggle. You embrace it as a stepping stone to greater heights. Every time life knocks you down, you get back up. And in doing so, you've become a mirror for others. A mirror that shows them their own fears, limitations, and untapped potential. So ask yourself, are you allowing challenges to shape you, or are you letting them defeat you? Your resilience is your greatest gift, and those who can't understand it will continue to watch, wondering how you did it. Let them. Because the truth is, they can't stop you. You are unstoppable because you've discovered a power that comes not from avoiding hardship, but from using it to grow. Keep rising, keep thriving, and let your story inspire those willing to listen to their own inner strength. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. Six, you force them to acknowledge their own mediocrity. The moment you stepped into your power, you became the mirror they've been avoiding their entire lives. Your success, your growth, and the light of your spiritual wisdom expose everything they wish they could be, but have been too afraid to pursue. Every achievement you reach is a quiet reminder of the dreams they buried, the chances they never took, and the potential they let wither in the name of comfort and fear. They may have convinced themselves that mediocrity was enough, but deep down, seeing you rise forces them to confront an unsettling truth. They had the same chances, but they chose to stand still while you chose to rise. It's not admiration that keeps them obsessed with you. It's a toxic mix of envy, regret, and self-loathing. They resent your courage because it highlights their cowardice. They fixate on your wins because every step forward you take makes their own stagnancy harder to ignore. Where you embraced failure as a stepping stone, they shied away from discomfort, clinging to the illusion of safety. And now, Your life shines like a beacon, showing them exactly what they could have had if only they dared to believe in themselves the way you believed in your vision. But here's the irony. Their fixation on you isn't truly about you. It's about what you represent. Your success makes them question their choices, and instead of looking inward, they project that frustration outward. It's easier for them to call you lucky, to diminish your journey, or to tear you down than to face the unsettling reality that they've allowed life to pass them by. This obsession isn't born from curiosity or admiration, but from a desperate attempt to escape their own self-imposed limitations. As the saying goes, people throw stones at things that shine, and your light, your boldness, your resilience, your spiritual wisdom makes you impossible to ignore. They envy the risks you've taken, the path you've walked, and the faith you've had in yourself when no one else did. So, they sit on the sidelines, watching, analyzing, and often hoping you stumble not because they truly wish to see you fail, but because your success reminds them that it's not the world that held them back. It's themselves. The truth is, every chosen one understands this struggle because your energy is different. It's magnetic, and they can't get enough of it. It doesn't matter if they admire you secretly or criticize you openly. They are still consumed by thoughts of how you did it. Why does your presence stir such strong emotions in others? What is it about your journey that leaves them obsessed with every move you make? These questions may swirl in their minds, but the answers will always come back to this. You embody everything they wish they had the courage to become. But here's the most powerful lesson of all. Your success is not their defeat. It's proof that greatness exists for anyone willing to step into the unknown and claim it. So let them project their insecurities and fears onto you. Let them obsess over how you did it. Because the more they focus on you, the clearer it becomes that you are proof that the life they dream of is possible. Remember, their obsession says nothing about your worth. It says everything about their choices. Your spiritual wisdom has taught you that their darkness cannot dim your light unless you allow it. You are a living testament to what happens when faith conquers fear, when boldness conquers hesitation, and when dreams are pursued relentlessly. So let me ask you this. How many people are watching you right now, secretly wishing they had the courage to take just one step in the direction of their purpose? Whether they love you, envy you, or try to tear you down, you have done what they fear most. You have shown them what is possible when someone dares to believe in themselves. Keep going, because your story is far from over and their obsession. That is just proof that you have won. Comment below, "I am the winner," and let's continue this journey. 7. Your success feels personal to them. Your success isn't just a milestone, it's a spiritual awakening that has revealed deep truths about those around you. To some, your rise feels like a personal attack, a silent challenge to everything they believed about themselves and their ability to control the world around them. It's not just that you achieved something great, it's that you did it despite their efforts to undermine, discredit, or sabotage you. They tried to manipulate your path, hoping to see you falter. But every roadblock they threw in your way became fuel for your journey forward. You see, what they never anticipated is that adversity sharpens the chosen ones, those spiritually aligned individuals who are destined to rise above. Instead of breaking you, their schemes forged you, forcing you to dig deep into your strength, your resilience, and your divine purpose. The truth is, your success isn't just your own. It's a reflection of their failure. That's what stings the most. Every time you thrive, it's a glaring reminder that their attempts to stop you were powerless against your energy, your vision, and the higher calling that drives you. They can't stand that. While they were consumed by jealousy, bitterness, and the desire to hold you back, you were building. You were evolving. Your focus on your purpose, your spiritual awakening was unstoppable, and it exposed the reality of their stagnation. Every move they made to pull you down only propelled you higher, and every moment you kept moving forward silently proved their defeat. This is what torments them the most. Their actions against you were not only futile, but counterproductive. While they plotted in the shadows, you stepped into the light. While they obsessed over stopping your progress, you obsessed over becoming your best self, growing stronger and more unshakable than ever before. And here you are now, thriving, standing tall, and walking the path that was always meant for you. To them, your victories feel like wounds that refuse to heal because they never expected to see you soar without their approval, validation, or support. This cuts deeper than any words could because it reminds them that they never truly held power over you. Your spiritual awakening showed you that you don't need anyone's permission to claim the life you're destined for. And for those who tried to block you, this truth is unbearable. Your growth shines a mirror in their face, reflecting the reality they don't want to see. While you chose to rise, they chose to remain stuck. The chosen ones move differently because they carry a divine energy, a spiritual purpose that cannot be extinguished no matter how fiercely others try to snuff it out. Now, they can't stop thinking about you. They're obsessed with how you did it, how you turned every setback into a comeback, every insult into fuel, and every rejection into redirection. Your success haunts them because it reminds them of a battle they thought they could win. A battle they lost the moment they underestimated your power. But here's what you need to remember. Their obsession isn't your burden to carry. Let it go. Their fixation is rooted in their own insecurities, not your worth. Keep your focus on your path, because the truth is, you were chosen to inspire, to lead, and to light the way for others who are still finding their strength. In modern life, people will try to control you, dismiss you, or manipulate you to fit their narrative. But your spiritual awakening has shown you that you are unstoppable when you align with your higher purpose. Every time you rise, you inspire someone else to believe that they, too, can overcome. So let their obsession serve as a testament to the strength, resilience, and divine energy within you. Keep building, keep thriving, and let your success speak louder than their doubts. They can't break what was built by God, and the chosen ones are living proof of that truth. Your story isn't just about rising above, it's about becoming a beacon of light for those ready to awaken their own spiritual power. Let them watch, let them wonder, and most importantly, let them see that nothing, no scheme, no person, no obstacle can stop what's divinely yours. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. 8. You made them question their own identity. You've become the person they can't stop thinking about, not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. For years, they constructed their identity on shaky ground, tethered to societal expectations, external validation, and a version of themselves that was carefully curated, but far from genuine. Then you walked into their lives bold, authentic, and completely self-reliant. Your presence alone acts as a glaring spotlight, illuminating every corner of their lives they've avoided looking at. It's more than admiration, more than envy. It's a deep discomfort that whispers to them in the quiet moments, making them question the very foundation of who they think they are. Your confidence becomes a harsh reminder of the risks they were too afraid to take. Your independence exposes the invisible chains they've willingly worn, relying on others for approval and direction. Your authenticity forces them to confront the countless masks they've donned to feel accepted. And worst of all, they're painfully aware of it. It's like you've held up a mirror they can't look away from, reflecting back their insecurities, and revealing a truth they've tried to suppress for years. They've been living someone else's life, a life designed to fit in, but devoid of true fulfillment. In the modern world, this is all too familiar. Think of the co-worker who quietly admires you from afar, but scoffs at your successes. The friend who starts to question their own ambitions after watching you pursue your dreams without apology. Or even a relative who dismisses your lifestyle choices, while secretly wondering how you've achieved so much freedom and joy. Maybe it's the neighbor who always plays it safe, sticking to the path of comfort and predictability, but suddenly feels restless when they see you thriving while taking risks they never dared to. The truth is, your journey of spiritual growth, self-discovery, and unapologetic authenticity has disrupted their carefully maintained reality. It has shown them what's possible, and for those who haven't taken the same steps toward embracing their true selves, it's jarring. They analyze your actions, obsess over your choices, and replay moments when your energy felt impossible to ignore. They're not just watching you, they're searching for answers. Why does their life feel so unfulfilling? Why does your joy, confidence, and clarity make them feel so unsettled? But here's the real lesson. Their obsession with you is not truly about you. It's about the awakening you represent. You are a living example of what happens when someone sheds societal expectations and chooses to walk in alignment with their higher self. You embody a truth they've been afraid to face, that the safe life they built is also the life that's holding them back. Deep down, they're wrestling with questions they don't yet have the courage to answer. What if they pursued their passions instead of following a script? What if they embraced their true selves without fear of judgment or failure? And what would their life look like if they stopped searching for approval and chose authenticity instead? This internal struggle is why they can't stop thinking about you. You've stirred something within them that's hard to ignore. So what can we learn from this? Never underestimate the power of walking in your truth. Your spiritual growth and authenticity not only serve you, but also inspire others, even those who may seem critical or jealous. Your presence shatters false narratives and shows people a new way of living, whether they are ready for it or not. And for those who have yet to understand the path you are on, remember this. Their discomfort is not a burden for you to bear. Continue to be a reflection of what is possible. Continue to grow, continue to be authentic, and continue to show up as the best version of yourself. Because when you live your life without regret, you allow others to question their own lives, and in time, they may find the courage to break free and pursue the life they truly want to live. Comment below, "I am the master of my life," so we can connect with each other. 9. You're unpredictable and unreachable. You've become the one they can't stop watching, the mystery they can't solve, the energy they can't quite capture, and it drives them absolutely mad. Why? Because you're unpredictable and unreachable. They live for control, for predictability, for systems where they can fit people into tidy little boxes. But here you are refusing to play along. You've shattered their illusions. They can't categorize you, can't anticipate your next move, and it's eating away at them. It's not that you're chaotic. No, your unpredictability is a powerful freedom. You're walking your path with spiritual wisdom, untethered to their expectations, immune to their manipulations. Every time they think they've finally cracked your code, you make a move that flips the script. Your silence speaks volumes. Your detachment exudes power. You don't explain yourself, you don't overshare, and most importantly, you don't seek their approval. And this is what rattles them the most. You've severed the invisible strings they once used to control people. You've made it clear that their opinions hold no weight in your life, and that truth terrifies them. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." You've taken back your consent. You've reclaimed your energy. To them, people are puzzles to be solved, but you're a paradox, a mystery they'll never fully understand. They fixate on you, hoping to decode your essence. But the more they analyze, the more elusive you become. It's like trying to catch smoke with their bare hands. It slips through, leaving them frustrated and obsessed. You've become a mirror reflecting their own limitations. They see in you the kind of freedom they'll never experience because they're too busy trying to control what they cannot. And while they're obsessed with who you are and how you did it, you're out here living unapologetically, unbound and unbothered. But let me ask you this. Have you noticed how powerful it feels to no longer seek their validation? To stand firm in your authenticity, no matter who watches or judges? That's spiritual wisdom in action. It's the quiet understanding that your worth is not measured by their standards. When you reach this level of detachment, you become untouchable, not physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. You rise above their games, their narratives, and their need for control. What's fascinating is how their obsession reveals their own insecurities. They're desperate to figure out what makes you so free because deep down, they crave that same freedom, but don't know how to get it. Your life becomes an unspoken challenge to everything they hold dear. You don't need their approval, their validation, or their control to thrive. You've stepped into a higher vibration where their opinions simply don't matter. That freedom, that authenticity, is rare, and when people can't reach or predict you, they become consumed with trying to bring you back down to their level. But here's the truth. They can't. You're already too far ahead. You're operating on your own terms, moving with intention and purpose. So let me leave you with this. Are you ready to embrace the fullness of your unpredictability, to own your freedom, and to let their obsession be proof of just how powerful you've become? Because when you move with spiritual wisdom and live in alignment with who you truly are, their fixation isn't your burden. It's your confirmation that you're doing exactly what you were meant to do. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. 10. Your silence speaks louder than their noise. Your silence is louder than their noise, and it's driving them mad because it's something they can't comprehend. In a world where constant validation is sought through endless noise, social media posts, debates, gossip, and arguments, your ability to remain silent becomes a spiritual superpower that sets you apart. This isn't just silence, it's discipline, control, and power wrapped into one. It's a reflection of a deeper spiritual awakening where you've realized that true strength doesn't need to announce itself. When you choose not to explain yourself, not to react to every slight or challenge, it unnerves them. They thrive on chaos, fueled by the drama of conflict, craving your energy as if it were oxygen. But when you deny them a response, you starve them of the satisfaction they seek, and they spiral into obsession, trying to figure out how you operate. Suddenly, you flip the narrative. Their insecurities are now amplified, while your silence becomes the loudest message in the room. In modern life, where everything moves at lightning speed and everyone feels the need to defend themselves, staying silent is a strategy few can master. It forces others to sit with their own noise, their insecurities bubbling to the surface, while you remain focused on your spiritual growth and purpose. You don't need to prove yourself because your results are already speaking volumes. Instead of wasting energy engaging in petty games, you channel that energy into building something meaningful, your success, your happiness, and your legacy. And here's the brilliance of it. The less you say, the more power you hold. People begin to obsess over your every move, analyzing your silence, overthinking your decisions, desperate to uncover what's driving you. They've unknowingly handed you control. Your silence becomes their kryptonite because it reflects back what they lack: confidence, clarity, and self-assurance. This approach isn't about avoiding confrontation, it's about mastering your energy. A spiritual awakening teaches you that not every battle is worth fighting, and that the strongest person in the room is often the one who refuses to engage in unnecessary noise. By staying grounded and composed, you exude an energy of calm authority, an energy that draws people in without you lifting a finger. They can't help but admire the way you move, the way you succeed, and the way you carry yourself without needing external validation. It's a paradox they can't escape. The less you give, the more they crave. Your silence makes you magnetic because it's rooted in something far deeper than they can understand, a connection to your spiritual path and purpose. In today's world where people are easily distracted and constantly performing for others, this level of self-mastery is rare and powerful. Let them talk, let them make noise, let them obsess. It only highlights their lack of focus and inner peace. Meanwhile, you continue to grow, build, and evolve in silence. The truth is, you are already winning. You have risen above the games, the drama, and the endless need for validation because you know who you are. And when you move in silence, you do not hide your building. Your spiritual awakening has taught you that true power does not need an audience. It only needs purpose. So while they scream for attention, let your silence remain the mystery that drives them crazy. After all, the loudest voice is not the one that speaks, but the one that speaks for success and purpose. If you find this message valuable, please comment "very helpful" as an encouragement for us to try to make useful videos. (11) You didn't let pain define you. You didn't let pain define you, and that's what sets you apart in ways they can't quite comprehend. When life hit you with its sharpest blows, they watched closely, almost waiting for the moment you would collapse under the weight of it all. They thought your struggles would crush you, your pain would drown you, and your spirit would break like a brittle branch in the storm. But instead of falling apart, you did something extraordinary. You turned every moment of adversity into a lesson, a stepping stone, a tool for your growth. You took the very wounds that were meant to weaken you and used them to make you stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable than ever before. While others allowed their failures to consume them, you chose to rise not in spite of the pain, but because of it. This is what makes you different. While they wallowed in their defeats, questioning life and feeling trapped by their circumstances, you alchemized your pain into something meaningful, something purposeful, and ultimately, something powerful. And they can't stop wondering how you did it. Think about modern life, where so many people lose themselves in their struggles. Perhaps you know someone who let heartbreak, rejection, or failure define their entire life. Maybe it's a friend who never quite moved on from being overlooked for that promotion, or a family member still stuck in the past because of a bad relationship. You, on the other hand, took the blows life gave you and reshaped them. Maybe you were told you weren't good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. Maybe you faced loss, betrayal, or financial collapse. Yet you used those very experiences to rise higher, turning them into fuel for your spiritual growth and personal transformation. Like an athlete who trains harder after every loss, or a writer who channels heartbreak into their most inspiring work, you let pain refine you, not define you. You chose not to be a victim, but a warrior, someone who transforms suffering into a source of power. Now they're obsessed not just with what you've achieved, but with how you've managed to keep showing up stronger after every setback. Your resilience has become a reflection of everything they wish they had, but don't understand how to attain. How do you keep going when the world tries so hard to tear you down? How do you find meaning in the chaos, hope in the despair, and courage when all seems lost? The truth is, your spirituality, the deep connection to your inner self, and the energy that guides you, has allowed you to see pain not as punishment, but as a pathway to growth. And your ability to transmute pain into purpose makes you unstoppable. What they don't realize is that this isn't magic, it's a choice. You made a decision to break free from the cycles of self-doubt, victimhood, and excuses that hold so many people back. Instead of being crushed, you allowed the challenges to crack you open, revealing your truest self and unleashing the strength that was always within you. And now, they can't get enough of you. They watch, not because they want to celebrate you, but because they need to understand what makes you so unbreakable. Your ability to carry yourself with grace, dignity, and purpose in the face of suffering exposes their own powerlessness, their inability to rise in the same way. But here's the lesson. Life doesn't break you. It reveals you. Pain is a teacher, and if you let it, it will shape you into someone unstoppable. The darkest moments often give birth to the brightest light if you dare to embrace the discomfort and let it transform you. So when life tests you again, remember this. You are more powerful than any storm you'll face. Your struggles are not setbacks, they're setups for your greatest victories. Don't let them trap you in a cycle of despair. Rise, grow, and use your pain as the very force that propels you forward. And ask yourself this: if your pain could become the foundation of your strength, what might you build with it? Keep rising and keep proving them wrong. Because you are the living proof that pain does not define you, it empowers you. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. 12. You created value out of thin air. You see, there's a reason they can't stop watching you, analyzing you, obsessing over who you are and how you did it. While they were busy running in circles, chasing the next trend and mimicking what was already popular, you were walking your own path, silently and steadily building something extraordinary out of nothing. You didn't rely on the formulas and blueprints they followed so faithfully. No, you trusted the spiritual wisdom within you, the kind that whispers, create something new, create something real. And so you did. You gave birth to ideas and value where others only saw emptiness. That's what truly unsettles them, the fact that you created a reality they couldn't even imagine. While they spent their time recycling ideas, playing it safe, and trying to blend in with the crowd, you had the courage to innovate, to evolve, and to bring to life something the world didn't even know it needed. Isn't it fascinating how that works? As Steve Jobs once said, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Your ability to think beyond limits, to act on visions that didn't yet exist, has exposed a truth they've tried to avoid. That imitation will always keep them stuck one step behind. They can't figure out how you saw potential in what looked like nothing, how you found value where they only saw a void. Your success doesn't just surprise them, it unsettles them, because it shines a light on their lack of originality. It's not just your results that leave them speechless, it's the process. You proved that true value creation doesn't come from following trends or copying what's already been done. It comes from listening to the deeper call within yourself and daring to trust it when no one else sees what you see. Can you see why this bothers them so much? They followed every rule the world handed them, yet their efforts only produced echoes of what others had already achieved. And here you are, chosen one, building something entirely new, something so authentic it cannot be duplicated. They may never admit it, but your success reminds them of their own limitations, their fear of standing out, of failing, or of risking everything to create something original. You did what they couldn't. You turned nothing into something priceless. And now, they're obsessed because they wish they had the courage to do what you've done. But here's the deeper truth. The path you've walked wasn't easy. It took perseverance, resilience, and a deep connection to the divine source of your vision. You knew there was something greater waiting to be brought into existence, and you followed that knowing even when others doubted you. That's why they can't stop thinking about you. It's not admiration, it's envy cloaked in curiosity. They're trying to decode you, to figure out how you made the impossible look so effortless. But let me ask you this. Isn't it beautiful that their obsession is just proof of your power? Your ability to create where they couldn't, your courage to step into the unknown and manifest your vision into reality, has forever set you apart. Remember, the ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. You are one of those people. You didn't just follow the trends, you became the trend. You didn't just copy what you created. And now, as they watch you rise, unable to replicate your magic, all they can do is stare, wonder, and ask themselves why they didn't believe in their own light the way you did. But don't let their fixation distract you. Instead, let it remind you of your purpose and power. Because the world needs more creators, more chosen ones who dare to break free and bring something new to life. As you continue to rise, remember this. Your authenticity, resilience, and unwavering spirit are your greatest strengths. Their obsession with your journey speaks volumes about the power you hold and the light you shine. You've proven that no one can stop your growth or rewrite the story you're destined to tell. Now, it's time to take these principles and apply them to your daily life. Embrace your uniqueness, defy the odds, and step fully into your greatness. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments what part of your journey has shown you just how unstoppable you truly are. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom for more content that empowers your rise. Together, let's keep building, growing, and shining brighter. Stay blessed, chosen ones.